Baldur's
But
But we're
Gate.
not quite there yet, right? Aren't
Yeah.
we still on
technically,
board the ship?
yes, we stopped while you were sailing because Kilo wanted an arrival scene. But we actually did that before you got here. So
Yeah, we let out
before Kilo got here, we did the arrival scene. Everybody else got to hear it.
what?
And then we left the chat and then
Yep.
came back to trick him.
Yep.
You bastards. You bastards. What's the big mountain?
We talked about that last session.
Its name is Mount its name is Mount N-word.
It's called
What's the
Dust
place by
Hawk.
Andhra
It's
Karak?
called Dust.
Like-
Hey, shut the fuck up. It's called Dust
No.
Hawk Hill.
Dust Hawk Hill.
Pretty mid name, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't like Mount Hope now either, but that's better
No,
than
it's
that.
not. It's not. It's Mount Hot now. Mount's hot now.
No, it should be named Mount Andhra Karak because he founded Baldur's Gate.
You'd
That's
think
what-
it would be.
Worlds.
You'd think it would. Yeah. You'd think it would be the, Mount Baldur or something, or Mount Gate.
No, I don't know. We don't even know really. Those lines could be going down. Maybe it's a big hole.
Oh yeah, that's true. Whoa, trippy.
Whoa! Perspective shift, bro. Oh my god, I'm feeling vertigo.
I'm getting sucked into the map. Oh, that's not the right notebook.
How big is Baldur's Gate? Because this actually looks quite small.
Where the fuck is my notebooks? Guys! I'm hearing myself through somebody's mic.
No, it's mine. Like, is this how big is this in comparison to like Daggerford? Is it, like twice the size? 3 times?
As compared to Daggerford?
Much bigger than Daggerford.
Significantly bigger than Daggerford.
Yeah, that's why I said 2 times, 3 times. Like,
I wish this map was as high quality as the other one I've got here.
just because I just think it's like the docks area, like that's not very big, and
It actually is quite big. I mean, can you not see? I mean, fuck. Hold on, let me see if there's a higher quality map.
What about compared to Waterdeep?
Well, just give me a second. Troll. Here we go. This is way better. Let's close that. Do not save. Let me delete this file. Delete that file. Rename that to Baldur's Gate map. Move that file. Open that file with Photoshop. Guys, I'm so good at the computer. Look at that.
that's way better. Good man.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of the labels. Don't need the labels. I know that that's the upper city, that's the lower city. Not a huge problem. I'll find
Yeah.
one without that later.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. I found one that's even. No, never mind. That's got too many labels on it.
Is
Whatever. This is fine for now. Anyway,
Okay.
you can see the proper scale here, and this is actually quite significant, I think. Let me look
Okay,
up
but-
the actual population for you real quick.
Yeah. What is it like?
It
Maybe like a
doesn't look
quarter
like-
of
Because
Waterdeep or something?
Daggerford has about 6,000 people, I think.
Yeah.
And yeah, Baldur's Gate has.
It's very up in the air depending on what source you're using.
Well, it's actually not up in the air, depending on what source you're using.
Well, I'm saying like they haven't given like actual like
They have
numbers.
actually
at
given.
points
They have
of
given.
5e.
They have actually twice.
Well, then
given numbers.
Daggerford is only like 2,000.
I'm not talking about Daggerford. I'm talking about Baldur's Gate. Are you talking about Daggerford when you're saying that the numbers are up in the air?
Yeah, but
Okay. Okay, because Baldur's Gate has multiple sources for 5e stats, but Daggerford I have no idea. Yeah.
yeah, I was talking about Daggerford.
I think. I mean, it says for 1485, 1200. So plus people in the surroundings.
What?
That.
Daggerford's only a couple thousand people.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a small
Daggerford. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And then this is 120 to 140,000.
Wait, isn't that like what Waterdeep is?
No, Waterdeep is 380,000 to 1.2 million in the outskirts.
Oh, okay, well, outskirts. Oh, okay, so I guess third of the size of Waterdeep.
So Baldur's
Yeah.
Gate is just a lot of 1-story and 2-story buildings. Waterdeep has got 4, 5-story. You know, they're kind of like crowding over the streets, kind of.
Is it Neverwinter that's very inconsistent though? Because like across editions they have the whole.
They wiped out a third of the population in
Yeah.
5e, so
Which third?
the poor third. You remember?
Of course.
We looked
Of
at
course.
the. You
Always
looked. You
the poor
remember
third.
the map with that giant fucking the rift through
Crater,
the entire
yeah.
poor part of the poor part of the world.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
just like it's like when we did like build highways here.
Oh,
Except
goodness.
whenever we build our rifts, we put them through the poor parts.
Yeah. I mean, it's cheaper to buy the property, so.
Yep.
Just yeah. It's just
All right.
good.
Eminent domain is the hardest part of getting a giant rift to hell
You're
installed
fucking
anywhere.
damn right it is.
All right, so let me get my notebook. Put it away on accident because I got another one out. Okay. So the river Kyondar is full of ships. Oh God, no! But there's no ships to show you. Or there's
No.
And we burned the ships.
Nope. You don't know how
You,
fire
you
works.
stop trying to cosplay as Feanor, you
And
dude.
El Terrell way to the east there. That's the one that got swallowed by the Hells or whatever.
It's back.
I like Four Morning Glory.
I think it's back.
Yeah.
Or it hasn't been swallowed. I don't know what the canon is. I'm probably gonna not have it be swallowed.
All right. Cool.
I don't know.
Wasn't spit.
But either way, Elturel is not in great shape. It's in like a lot of maybe that's Eltergard that's in a bunch of civil war with Erebor. Where's Erebor? If you can't see Erebor, maybe it's not here.
You can. You're just moving around way too much like a dumbass. It's bottom right.
Erebor down here. Yeah, Erebor. Elturel, yeah. All three of them in their Lord's Alliance. Anyway, so you guys are coming in along the River Kyontar, which is full of ships of all sorts of shapes and sizes. There's a bunch of statues that you can see that are big old statues by the shore. All of them have got one of their hands lopped off, like they stole in Saudi Arabia.
Which hand?
Various hand.
Different hands. So not the same hand on all of
Just
them?
a hand.
Interesting. So they're just missing a hand.
A
Okay.
hand. Jack and his crew, Jack Cardinal, not to be confused with Deep Sea Jack or Jack Sparrow. And
Or
his
Jack
crew.
Bauer.
Yep, or Jack Bauer, or any of the other, Jacks out there. They're scurrying about, getting ready to unload cargo, and whatnot. And Jack yells to nobody, to nobody in particular. He yells, "We're landing in Brampton."
What is Brampton?
Are we in command of our vessel at this point now?
No.
Like, has he taught us about how to do stuff?
I mean, you know how to sail it. You're not. This is his boat. You're not fucking.
Yeah, but we
sailing
have
his
our boat too, right? 'Cause
What?
we also
Oh
have
yeah,
our
I
boat.
guess.
So I assume he, like,
I don't
him
know
or
if you
his
have,
mate.
I don't know if you have enough people to sail that one. I'd have to look at that one. That was a
You
big,
said
that,
we
that-
did.
I mean, that was a pretty big boat. I know. I don't know if we talked about that. I
So
said you
there's
could bring it.
8
But,
of us, though.
huh?
Like, there's 8 of us just in our party, right?
Is that true?
Something like that, or 7
Oh.
or something.
6.
Yeah. Are you 1, 2, 3, 4,
6.
5, 6? You're not you're counting Grit twice, Nate.
I mean, he is quite a pig.
Yeah.
He's some of a pig. Well, I guess with Jack's crew,
Let me
one or two guys
let
could
me
help
look
us,
at let me
right?
look at the map real quick again.
So
How
the
many
thing is,
people
if
are
we
here?
aren't, if we aren't allowed to
Yeah, I guess
sail
you
it,
could probably sail that with 8 people, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I can sail one of those with 3 people in Sea of Thieves,
There you go.
but that's
we
just
also need to give her a name.
her a name. You see that there is
Yes, she is
a
there.
giant penis on the front of the ship. It's a boy boat. Yeah.
The festive phallus.
Wait, you explicitly said that it didn't have a corpus.
Yep. He denied that.
Brampton. You can make a history check if you want to know what Brampton is. Greg.
Sorry. Yep.
I mean, I know all about Peter Brampton.
Yeah, but Greg's one who asked.
Peter Brampton, big gay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've heard of it. Don't know how. Never been to Baldur's Gate, I don't think, but you've heard of the neighborhood of Brampton. It's where a lot of the dock warehouses are.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like another half hour before you end up being able to get a spot on the dock. Though.
Funny enough, that fort on the left looks a lot like the fort that we broke into on Stormhaven.
It kind of does, doesn't it?
It looks a lot like Stormhaven.
Maybe they have the same architect.
They got one guy building every single prison fortress watchtower
you know,
in the
yeah.
bay.
It's a niche skill set. I mean, you wouldn't want to like learn how to do the proper prison fortress island thing and then not sell that to more than one guy.
It's like how there's a million Levitt towns that were all made by the same guy after World War II.
yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
exactly.
This guy
Yeah.
builds every single prison.
Every single anti-magic. I mean, you would probably get the same guy to do your anti-magic prison if he's doing right. Like,
Yeah, I mean, he's the expert.
have you seen like prisons or schools in the U.S.? It's all built by like the same design.
Yeah, because you only want to pay one guy to to draw up the plans. It costs a lot to draw up plans.
It's just it's all panopticon.
Yeah, Panoptic.
There was two
No joke.
schools in
That's
my
what our
district
school was
that were the
shaped like.
exact
It was
same
it
school.
was shaped like a panopticon.
What is this Brandon whatever?
Brampton, like I said a minute ago when you weren't fucking listening.
Yeah, you were talking about
Yeah.
school planning. You didn't
All
catch
that.
it.
Yeah, well, you were fucking doing something else then.
Like flicking that pen.
He was
Yeah.
jacking it.
Or jacking it. Yeah, like I said, it's where most of the dock warehouses and that kind of stuff are
Huh.
for.
I feel like that's
cargo unloading and offloading. They're all along the coast, but like there's a greater density of that in Brampton.
As the official delegates of Nightstone, I feel like we deserve a more pompous arrival.
Maybe you should have not gotten the cheapest possible boat.
Well, now we got two boats.
Yeah, you do have two boats. Yeah,
I think that's the delegates of Nightstone. Wow.
the delicates of Nightstone. Yeah.
Oh, that's so rude.
Well, so when you guys dock here,
me and Thane dock with each other.
that's hot.
Oh yeah.
Jack's sailors jump off and start tying the ships down, while Jack goes up to what looks like a harbor master, and he waves you over as well, Kilo.
Nice.
Hey, that's to pay a docking fee, says the harbor
Why?
master.
How much?
You're not fucking there, Euros.
Well, yeah.
You
But,
coon.
yeah, I'll ask him how much.
5 gold
5 gold per day, per dock,
per day
What?
per dock.
per day per dock. Okay. Then I'll give the guy 10 gold. What time is it that we're arriving?
You got here at 3 p.m. on the 28th of Octar.
Okay. I'll give him 10 gold for today and tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay. Let me take that out of me pouch.
He says that if the boat is still there on the 3rd day, they have the right to seize it if you don't pay.
Okay. Just so we're clear about this, am I paying for 24 hours with every 5 gold, or am I paying? Is there like a checkout time before you try to put a boot on my boat?
Noon.
Noon.
Yeah, it's like a hotel. You don't get the full 24 hours.
Okay. So, well, I mean,
On the first
then.
day, anyway, you don't get the full 24.
Yeah, but almost. So then we
Yeah.
need to be out by noon the day after tomorrow.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Okay, then I will remember that. And I tell him that I'll also ask him. Well, I'll ask Jack how many people he thinks we should have with us to help us, handle our boat on future voyages. Ask him what he thinks would be
He says
essential.
that he
Like
needs to
you guys.
check the Ghosts of Salt Marsh campaign guide.
Okay. And then I'll tell the harbor master that if I that maybe I'll come back by his way later to see if he can give me any pointers on where. Or no, I'll ask him. Once Captain Jack has told me how many crewmen I might need, can yield harbor master maybe point me to a good location to find some trusty sailors who are also trustworthy that I might employ.
He says that that's not really the thing that he does. He seems
Well-
a little offended by that.
Fair enough. I just wanted to get some info, but if you don't have it, I guess that's that. Not everyone can know everything.
That's true.
Fair enough.
You seem to think that he thinks that's beneath him, you know? hooking up
Yeah.
sailors with jobs. Anyway,
Yeah.
he goes. He gets the money from Jack, who gives him 10 gold as well, and then he writes stuff down on his clipboard, and he goes to another boat.
Very
And Jack's
well.
boys are offloading a bunch of cargo from their
Jack
ship, and you
boy.
see that a bunch of swarthy, dark-skinned lads are loading new crates onto Jack's ship.
Is their skin color relevant to this? True. Or...
Mhm.
Okay. Just
Can
checking.
I roll history to see where they, if I have any
You can roll
knowledge about
animal
where they might
handling.
be from?
No, you give me insight.
Yeah, probably
Oh, wait,
Karen might.
Inside, I think would put me at 11. I roll an 11.
Well, roll again with your insight. Boy. Oh. Okay. All right. I apologize. They look Calamite.
Uh-oh.
And Jack says, well, we'll be taking on cargo and heading back to Daggerford.
Are those Calamshite, the one that's not racist?
Who
Are they being
knows,
paid
lad,
for
are you
their labor?
racist?
Are they
Cargo's
being-
cargo.
Wait, they're loading stuff for him, right?
Yeah.
They're not being loaded.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of trade from and Calimport that comes to Baldur's Gate because they like that trade, and Waterdeep does not like them as much because of the slave stuff. Baldur's Gate doesn't like slaves as well, but they're more friendly with the two southern people, so they usually ship the southern stuff gets shipped to Baldur's Gate, and then Baldur's Gate ships it up north.
And then they're
pretend-
like,
and they
"Oh, it's
pretend
fine."
like, yes, we somehow all have all of these silks acquired normally. Don't ask questions.
I'm
Yeah,
going
it's
to
Baldur's Gate stuff.
telepathically ask one of the little
That's rude
darkies.
to do,
I'm gonna ask him, "Are you being paid for this labor?"
It's rude to do that to strangers, right?
Yeah.
Okay. He says, "Get out of my head, fucker!" and he swings at you.
I mean, could he tell I'm doing it telepathically?
Of course
No one-
they
I
can.
don't- Yeah, but do they know it's me
Yes!
doing it or saying it?
They know
How?
that that's how the fucking communicated with mentally works, I think.
No,
I don't think it's
I don't
use
think
they just hear a voice because they can respond to it. I don't know. I'm pretty sure they know
I
who
don't.
it is.
I don't think they can. I don't think my kind. I don't think they can respond to it.
I don't know.
Without
I
saying
think that
anything.
they can. It's just the same thing, except you cast it subtly. Right? That's all it is. Is you can cast it without doing.
I would check, but Acrobat just crashed. Give me a second. Telepathic. I can telepathically speak to a creature I can see within 60 feet in a language I know, but it can't respond.
Respond. Okay. So what do you? So you can't do. So you're just saying something in his head.
Yes.
Well then, so nothing happens. I don't understand. And every other time you've used this, people have responded to you. We've been playing it like that.
No, I'm pretty sure they've
pretty sure we have,
responded with
because-
words.
They've responded mentally. I'm pretty sure.
Mm,
We'll have to be careful about that in the future because I'm like 99.9% sure that people have responded to you mentally.
I think you're getting it mixed up with the sending.
I'm 100% not getting it mixed up with sending.
All right, I think you misunderstood.
I think
Anyway.
you misunderstood.
Anyway, do I even see any reaction on his face
No.
when I telepathically mind
Nope.
fuck him? Hmm. All right. All right, fair.
Jack asks if there's anything that they can do for you before you leave. And he says it was nice to sail with you guys, and it was nice to teach you about the sea and whatnot. And he starts to
Nice.
tear up a little bit,
I'm gonna tell him I had a much better time with him than the last Jack that I sailed with.
I don't get that reference, he says.
Well, the last Jack I sailed with
says
asked
that.
to draw nude photos of me.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, and then the boat crashed and he froze to
Did
death.
he do that? I don't remember that. Oh, that, yeah. And what's is that character's name? Jack?
Duh.
I don't remember.
A lot
I
of
didn't-
Jacks on boats,
I didn't
man.
fucking like that movie. That was a shitty movie.
Yeah, it's not a lot of
Bad
the ring.
framing story, bad narrative, bad
Just
acting.
because you didn't like it doesn't mean you forget like the name that's used in all the iconic lines.
What lines?
like don't let go, Jack. Never let go, or something like that.
Okay, well that's
Iconic lines or something like that.
fair enough. That's I guess that's the only one. That's the only one with his name in it.
Yeah.
Okay, so don't need directions.
Yeah. Well, if he could tell us where the trusty sailors are, that'd be good. And I assume that at a later date he will have told us how many boys we need for the boat.
Oh,
Is that
that's how
true?
you want to play it, huh?
I mean, or you do want to read through the campaign?
I'm just kidding.
booklet?
Yeah, that's
Nah. Okay. So we'll say he told us how many guys we need, and I'll ask him where he would suggest we
crazy.
find.
That's too many. Okay, hold on.
Is he saying like 20
30
guys?
crew?
30? No way. That's
Well,
insane.
that's the creature capacity.
Oh, okay, yeah. But
100 feet by 20 feet. See, that's too big.
That's too big. Go back to the other map. We can count it out. It's like a 60-foot boat or something like that.
Yeah. Keelboat. 3 crew, 4 passengers.
We fine. We don't need anyone else.
See,
I mean,
that's,
I'd say
that's
we
the,
probably
but
got-
that's like the smaller one. That's the one that like Jack had is the keelboat.
I think we need 6 to 8 guys for it.
I was gonna say 6 to 6. I was gonna double the keelboat to 6.
Yeah. Okay, then we don't need crew.
Yeah. So
Nice.
I think you're
Well,
fine.
But I'll ask
Before-
Jack anyway if he could tell us where we might find trusty sailors in case we want to get a proper man of the sea to help us, to kind of further our training so we don't run this shit aground.
He says that he does not usually come to Baldur's Gate.
Hmm.
You
Where does
guys,
he go?
Well, they normally go up north, or well, not sorry, no, they normally do the go east to west along the Delimber River. You enticed them to leave Daggerford to sail you down here. Remember? So they normally are
okay.
going up to like Succumber and then up past Succumber to I can't remember what's up that way. But they're usually going east to west instead of north to south.
Okay. So he doesn't know where the.
So
where
he doesn't really know.
are.
Yeah, he wouldn't know. He's just like he's like a tavern, I guess, but he wouldn't. But like he couldn't like recommend a tavern. But that's just like that's where he'd go. But like that's where anybody would go. But he doesn't know
Okay.
anybody. He doesn't know he doesn't even know a place specifically that he would recommend.
Oh, okay.
He knew enough to set up the trade when he got here,
Fair enough.
which he presumably set up beforehand with some sort of magical communication.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's staying for another day as well, right?
Well, he bought
paid
2 days
people?
2 days of birthing like you did. So yeah.
Okay. Well, then I guess before we part ways for now, we'll tell him that we have some pressing business in the city. But if his boys wouldn't mind, kind of having an eye on the boat, just in case anyone tries to fiddle with it, we'd appreciate it.
His boys
And,
are already gone, by the way.
Oh, or
they as soon as the cargo was unloaded, they quickly dispersed in tavern direction.
Is it okay to just leave the boats unattended though?
That's what you're paying the Harbor Master for. Yeah, there's guards here.
Oh, and he'll actually keep an eye on them.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, so there's guards there's not that many, but they go up and down the docks. It's definitely you're paying for berthing, but you're also getting some assurance that hopefully nobody's gonna fuck with your ship.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Okay.
So, question
Mm.
before we move on, what is the best use of this boat? I mean, we could if we find a crew for it, we could essentially charter it for cargo or people or for whatever else.
You want to commercialize it?
Well, yeah, I mean,
that's
you
what
could
I'm saying. We could make
sell
a
it. You could
weekly-
do a charter
We could
company,
make a
like you
weekly
said.
income off of it. We could sell it once. We could use it for our own personal travel needs. What do you guys think makes the most sense? I mean, if we had a weekly income off of it, that would be cool.
I mean, we still need a Baltic to sail back to Nightstone, Waterdeep, or whatever. So we shouldn't sell it right now, obviously.
Yeah. I think I'd say we keep it. I mean,
we keep it for now, then we see what we do with it.
yeah, but
Then we can see if we sell it, make some East India Company or whatever.
our home is on a river. We could at the very least use it to supplement our food with fishing in the middle of the river. I don't know. I like the idea of having a boat.
Yeah, but let's keep it for now.
I like the idea of having a boat for the crew.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Okay.
Okay, let's keep it for now then.
Also,
Mm.
have we rested yet since before?
I mean, yes, it's like been like 10 days or something like that, I think.
Since okay, did I read the Orcish Pirate Journal?
Uh-huh. Yeah, hold on. Okay, so a keelboat, which that isn't, but since they don't, where I'm just doubling the keelboat thing, so that you could get 6,000 gold for that.
What?
Damn, that's cool.
Wait, what?
What?
Uh,
6,000 gold
6,000
for what?
gold for the boat.
But it has utility, and maybe we could use it to securitize the
How?
orcs.
This is crazy to me. I don't understand. So a galley costs 30,000 gold.
I feel like what we have is
Hold on. A warship costs 25,000, and a longship costs 10,000. Who the fuck?
Nothing about the economy makes any sense.
This doesn't make any like. Do they know what a galley is? Have they seen Ben-Hur?
I'm okay if you want to alter those prices to something sensible
I'm
yourself.
just using it as a reference, but I mean they're all within the same like ballpark for size and stuff. I just don't. They have like size ranges for them. It just doesn't make sense what like the galley, for example, is like. Hold on, it's 130 feet long. Like that seems
That's crazy.
absurdly long for a galley, and
But
20
it depends
feet
on the
wide.
galley.
I don't know, but those are just the dimensions that I assign stats based off that and whatnot. But anyway, yeah, Orc Journal. Yeah, it's one of the Orc's diaries, and it's just a regular Orc diary. You're surprised that he's literate. He seems to be the only one in the group who is literate. They talk about their little fort base back in
Troll Hill or something like that.
I'm Troll Dark. Hold on, Troll Bark.
Bark.
Let me pull it up again. Sword Coast map. Troll Bark.
I mean, I want to say
Forest,
Troll Shaws, but that's not correct
yeah,
at
Troll
all.
Bark Forest.
Is there anything of note? I mean, did they mention anything worth investigating further? Any reference to anything of interest whatsoever to any of
They
us?
talk about where their base is, and that's it. And his life, I mean, if you find an orc's life interesting, are you the kind of person who reads 12 Years a Slave, and there's like, oh, there's not a fucking treasure map at the end?
Yeah, I mean, there should have been a treasure map at the end. They were pirates.
Why was there no treasure map at the end of 12 Years a Slave? I mean, there's the base, but that's not a treasure map. People don't actually store treasure in like islands in real life. That's not like a thing that happens. Nobody actually did that. I don't think there's a single recorded instance aside of like Captain Kidd having done that.
I don't know. It looks cool. Like put them up.
It doesn't make any fucking sense. It doesn't make a goddamn bit of sense to do that.
I actually know of a few things where they did do that, and but it's not what you're thinking. It's not like they went there to store their treasure. It's like someone who was being chased, and then their boat was sinking, and then they hid it because that's the place they could get to. And then you do have a number of privateers.
I think.
Okay.
See, the only one I know about that actually did it intentionally, I think, is Captain Kidd. But what you're talking about sounds like how that sort of story would end up being, growing out of the one time that happened when you have the bunch of other times where it looks like that happened.
Yeah, no, but my brother was doing like diving in the Caribbean. And there are like a few different places where it's like a known thing that someone's boat ran around there and they hid the stuff, and like no one knows
that's also
hid it.
Yeah.
But
is that even like pirate treasure, or is that just like I'm gonna hide these 50 bottles of rum? You know what I mean?
No, it is pirate treasure. It's like the pirates. The privateering boat was being
Okay, that is cool. Well, anyway, there's no mention of anything like that here, unfortunately. They do talk that you could probably you do think you could piece together where their fort is, though. If you wanted to go fuck them up.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
But again,
for anyone who might be interested in a race war,
yeah,
I feel like someone in the group might be into that.
There's no like actual treasure map, unfortunately.
I mean, Trollback Forest is too far away to actually do something for it to kill.
Well, you could go there and back before maybe.
Yeah, but we have a list of things to do here in Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
26 days to get there and back, so you actually couldn't get there in time.
Yeah, but
Oh no,
we
that
have
was
a nice
walking.
list
No,
of
that was
things to
walking.
do.
That wasn't sailing. That wasn't sailing. You actually. So then that means it's like. 26 days. So whatever. It's
So,
the same
I
actually.
mean, I say let's do the things that we want to do that we had this
But I mean,
list
definitely.
for.
I mean, you could leave that on the table on the way back, because I'm sure you're gonna have to go back up north. You could stop by the trolls on the way, or the orcs on the way, and see if they do have treasure in their fort instead of on some random island, you know, presumably protected by a giant skeletal crab, you know. It's like, how'd that get there? I don't know. How do they get their treasure back from the crab? I don't know.
Well, but I mean, I guess the point
Crab,
is
skeletal crabs because
What?
of the exoskeleton.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah they are.
but there's no indication in this journal that that there's anything of value in there. I mean, we already
Well,
killed
they don't
like
talk about. They don't talk about it. I mean, this is just a guy's
I mean,
diary.
we already killed all of
And
them.
we found everything
This is
of
not
value in
like
the
this is
ship
not a guy
already.
recording how to find shit. This is literally just a dude's diary that you've looted. Like
Yeah,
he's not
well-
recording like he's not talking about anything that he's not talking about like he'll mention that they've done a raid. He doesn't talk about what they loot, you know? It's about his feelings. It's not like
we
you've not found
found
a ledger of goods taken or anything like that. They don't seem like that kind of pirates. This is probably the only literate orc there.
This is like the lamest pirate journal.
I mean,
And
we looked at everything of value from the
you
vault already.
projected more onto this than you could have
I think-
reasonably hoped to get. I think.
The
And,
only good taken that's going to be listed in that journal is innocence.
Yeah, yeah.
and we looted like over 800 gold for that ship alone.
And
so
if that's all they have on the ship, and they, you know that could speak to how wealthy their base is, or it could be that's all they have in general. But
I say we
it
track
doesn't
down the
say
pirates
either
and kill
way
them all.
if there's money or not money there.
yeah,
But there's
let's do
definitely a lot of
first
them there.
Baldur's Gate, and then
Definitely.
The only good bug is a dead bug.
There's definitely a lot of orcs in wherever their base is.
Okay, cool.
Good old orcs.
orcs and goblins is.
Greg,
And
did you play that
backbenches.
Helldivers game?
I have not.
It's
I've heard
so
it's really
good.
good.
You got
though.
it's very only good bug is a dead bug vibes.
Oh, I was just making a Starship Troopers
I know
reference.
the whole game is a Starship Trooper reference. I just didn't know if that's why
Oh.
it was on your
Oh.
mind.
I didn't know
Um,
that.
Anyway, so where are you guys heading from the docks?
Somewhere to stay then, I guess. That makes more sense.
How long until the thing we're supposed to be at?
4
It's,
weeks.
It's 22 days.
Still 22 days? Christ on a bicycle.
We could try looking for old Rose. Hey, see,
all the stuff
we
is
had
written
we
in
had
notes.
Jack on a boat. Now we have to find Rose.
That makes sense.
I forgot to prepare for Rose, so don't look for Rose.
All right, we're not looking for Rose.
Okay, well, let's find clerics.
So Varys going to remind Varys of Rose Mayfleet, who we met at Waterdeep, and to ask if we
Hold on,
can
I've just
find
made
her.
a note to do that. I prepared. I was like the other night. I was like, did I forget to prep anything?
It's okay. We'll do it in a week.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Exactly.
I'll have to ask Narf what Rose would be up to anyway.
Yeah. No, we can look for some clerics. I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
Wait. Didn't we agree though that
You
there
also
would
wanted
be
to
clerics?
hold on. I've got a list of the things that you guys wanted to do.
Well,
It's
'cause
not
also-
known,
We agreed that there'd be clerics in Waterdeep, and it would be crazy to bring one from here, right? Because Waterdeep's like right there.
To bring one from here.
Yeah. Or what do we want? Wait, or Harmon, what do you want a cleric for?
So
we want them for multiple reasons. One is to find a cleric to resurrect Bandak.
Yeah.
One is to find a cleric to get a scroll of plane shift.
Okay.
One is to find a cleric of Ilmater to help Varys in his atonement journey.
What?
Find a cleric of Ilmater to help Varys in his atonement journey.
I'm trying to retake my oath.
Oh. Okay.
And
Sounds like a personal problem.
theoretically, if we are lucky, we could all get all these 3 done with one cleric.
And also, I mean, if we can get a cleric to agree to come to Nightstone that isn't a shitty cleric like Alaric, they would be a potentially powerful ally in our.
well, if
town.
Alaric's a cleric, all you need is a scroll then, right?
Yeah, but he's not a high enough cleric.
Do you have to be a high enough cleric? Do you just have to be a cleric?
Oh. Hmm.
For what?
If you had like wouldn't the scroll be?
Hmm.
I don't know the scroll rules, but they've always seemed kind of dumb to me.
I know them. Like,
I'm pretty
if
sure you
it-
just have to be that of the class that can cast the spell
no,
to use the
no,
scroll.
not only that. Like, if it's a spell that you can cast, but it's of a higher level than what you can max cast. Like, if you're a level 5 cleric and you're trying to cast a wish spell from a
Alright,
scroll,
so if
you
the
need to
spell
roll.
is on your class,
I
if
just
you're-
pulled it
shush,
up,
shush,
yeah.
shush. If the spell is on your class's spell list, but of a higher level than you can normally cast, you must make an ability check using your spell and casting. When you cast the CC equals templates the spells level on a failed check, the spell disappears from the scroll with no other effect. That's so fucking dumb. That's
What does it
crazy.
do? How does it do what?
So basically, you have to get a scroll and you have to roll to do the scroll as well. And if it fails, you just lose the scroll.
That's fucking bullshit.
Yeah,
We're
I
not
don't think
buying
I'd do that. I think the
scrolls.
scroll just works.
Yeah.
If
I mean, what makes sense
if
to
you can
me-
use the scroll, I think the scroll just works.
What would make sense to me is that it would be like if you need to be like level 12 to cast spell X as a cleric, then a scroll like knocks 5 levels off would make sense to me.
Well, that means
Like,
so
if it's like-
it's you roll if you can't cast it, and then the DC that you have to beat is based on how far off you are of it. I think.
yeah.
But anyway, basically what I'm gonna say is that if you can cast the scroll, basically, if you can use the
Yeah.
scroll, then it works.
Good man.
Because that's how it worked in the previous edition, and that makes more sense to me.
Yeah.
And even
Yeah,
I think
I'll-
in those editions, you didn't even have to have you don't have to even like you didn't have to be a cleric to use the scroll. You could just if you had a scroll, you could read the scroll, and that's why
No,
scrolls were
no.
so.
In
Even then, you
3.5,
could?
you also need to roll.
I guess they did that even in second edition.
I don't know, but in 3.5 you had to roll
I
for
didn't.
it.
I skipped 3.5. I did second edition and then 4 and then 5.
I mean, in any case, like that's why you pay so much for a fucking scroll so you can use it.
Yeah.
Now, so you're like, okay, well, can I use it? Like,
Yeah,
no,
it's like
that's
pay
bullshit.
$5,000 for a 25% chance of resurrecting
Uh,
Band Dog.
That noise.
So okay, so you wanted to find somewhere to get scrolls. You wanted to find a cleric to bring home, and you want to find a cleric to atone.
Yeah,
Yes.
does Thane have anything on his wish list here?
No, not for right now. I'm interested in yeah, not for right now. Yeah,
He
no,
wants those fucking orcs.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess we got some for everyone though. Like other than Thane, like but cleric for Bandal, that's me. Cleric for Atonement, that's Varys, and cleric for Plane Shift, that's Harmonil. Nice.
Everybody
And
has a
theoretically,
cleric.
theoretically, it could all be done by one because Resurrection and Plane Shift are the same level.
Cool.
So if we find one who can do Resurrection, he can also do Plane Shift.
Feels like there's a ton of
Yeah.
things that you could ask Jack for directions to that you didn't.
He didn't seem to know his way around here though. I mean,
Oh yeah, that's
It-
true. Why did he ask you for directions? Why did I have him ask you for to give you directions then? What a crazy man that was. Anyway, so you guys, I guess you head along the docks.
let's go help Varys get God.
Oh boy.
I
Very
wanna
cool.
repent. I want
Now the
to
real
break
question. Shut the
free.
fuck up. Is there a?
You could get drunk first before you go repent, and then we can see if anybody in a local tavern knows anything about a cleric.
I mean, Thane's talking a lot of sense right now.
What did he say? Sorry.
He said
Uh,
we can go ahead.
Wants to get
Yeah,
swifty.
find tavern, get drunk, so Varys can repent, and also see if anybody knows anything about a cleric and or some salty seamen.
Wow.
Whoa.
Did you really just say that?
It's C-Man.
Yeah.
Sailors,
Yeah.
sailors.
I like hot sailors.
Seaman.
I'm sure. Look, if there's sailors in this area, there's got to be a tavern like on the same block, and probably multiple.
Oh yeah, no, there's
Yeah.
tons of
Probably-
taverns here. Like you saw Jack guys scurrying on. I mean, the Brampton is mostly like. These first like two like streets there are all warehouses and taverns. You know. It's heavily catering to the sailor type.
I mean, that sounds like kind of our Outside of the hoity-toity elves, that kind of sounds like our establishment.
Yep. Thane's going to suggest that we go in one of them and try to talk to the barkeep, see if there's anything, any information we can glean from these folk.
All right. Anyone in any? Do you pick any? Tavern, just the first one you see.
Can we check
Well,
Google
I mean-
reviews?
Yeah, you can check the reviews. Yeah, there you go.
We go on Yelp.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
On
yeah.
on TripAdvisor.
Well, I mean, do you look for like a quality of tavern? You know,
Yeah.
or you just go into like the, you know.
Can I roll a
I think we
perception
should
check
go-
on the first one we find that we come upon?
Yeah.
And just try to kind of glean like what's going on in there. You know, what kind of establishment is this?
All right. Oh man.
I roll
Yeah,
3.
the first one that you see is just a boat that has been crashed into the harbor at one point, and has now been
That's
turned.
awesome.
That has now been turned into a tavern.
That's
I'm
awesome.
convinced. Let's go in there.
You can't tell anything about it other than that with that roll, but
Can have a
maybe
drink
that's
on the
maybe that's enough.
Yeah.
As we're
Hey,
going
guys.
in, can I
That.
inspect the boat a little bit to see like kind of like knock on it, like see if like the wood seems like it's still good, like good quality, or if
Yeah,
it's like
give me
all
give me
rotted
some
out.
give me a perception. Yeah,
Perception.
I'll give you have advantage because you guys just did a sailing thing, so it's fresh on your mind.
Ooh, very cool. What's my perception? Oh, I think I do well on this. You said I get advantage?
Yep.
Oh yeah, so I got
Watch
22.
advantage.
Holy shit.
So I assume
So-
it crashed. It crashed like bow first, right?
Yes. Yes.
Oh.
Prow. Bow. Prow. Forward.
Bow.
Front. Front
Nose.
first. I know starboard because R. There's an R in it. That means right. Yeah.
As
So
opposed to
it
port,
actually seems.
which clearly doesn't have an R.
Yeah.
Nope.
So
Fucking
the
idiots.
boat is actually over here. Yeah, port doesn't have one.
Uh-huh.
And it's actually been taken care of really well. It seems like it's been there for a long time, but they've been doing the required upkeep that you'd want to do to a boat that's been sitting in a harbor. You know, you don't see any of the barnacles or anything, which is kind of surprising given that it's literally just like a beached boat converted into a tavern, which you think would be the least safe place to ever spend the night. But it seems fine.
Okay, so
people going
slowly-
in and out. It's 3 decks. Sorry, 4 decks, 3 masts. So it's a pretty significant vessel. And
It's a
there's
ship of the
just-
line.
Yeah, just people just going up and down the gangplank. You know, pretty raucous. And you can see that the back of the ship has been converted into like a bar.
Uh-huh.
What's it
Well, it looks
called?
like fun. Let's go in. Let's get this. Let's get.
There is
get-
the front and back masts have been furled up, but the middle one has been painted and it says the Low Lantern.
Oh,
So it's like a giant billboard basically.
nice.
Are there like people outside vomiting or something, or does it look like?
I mean,
Fine.
yeah, I mean, look, there's people. Listen, there's people vomiting all over in this district, and you've kind of gotten used to it almost immediately, given the amount of sailors and taverns.
Okay.
But yeah, there's maybe a higher percentage here than elsewhere.
Mhm.
Like I said, there's a lot of you can hear the sound of gambling. You think from inside, seems like the kind of place that's got a little bit of everything.
Fun.
So what
Let's do
time is it by this point?
Say that again.
What time is it by this point?
It's about 4:20.
Nice.
Blaze it.
Nice.
Smell a little
Cool.
I
bit
mean,
of on the air.
I light up a joint.
Yeah.
I didn't even know I had it, but I pull it
You
out.
just like
'cause
pull it
of
out from
the
behind your ear. You're like, oh fuck me, that's been there for a while.
time. Did the Raven Queen give this to me on the way out? Like,
It's like, oh, what's this behind your ear? Keeps pulling joints out from behind your ear.
She pulled out a rather well-rolled spliff.
So, yeah. So, what do you guys do? You guys, I guess you go onto the, you go up the gangplank. Yeah, the back of the ship has got a bar. and there's a pudgy, red-cheeked, middle-aged woman with an admiral's hat on, serving drinks.
Like, is the tavern full, empty? How full
Oh,
is
it's
it?
quite big. Yeah, it's full. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, the top deck anyway. You can't see below, but the top deck is packed. There seems to be quite a popular establishment. Maybe a tourist trap. You see that some people don't necessarily look like sailors.
Tourist trap then, I guess.
You feel like maybe you guys don't necessarily look like sailors either, and you're perhaps some of the very tourists that have been trapped.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I'm gonna.
You see a fat guy clearly from Waterdeep, and you're just like look down at yourself, dressed like you're from Waterdeep, and you're like, oh god, oh no.
Can I ask the lady if they carry any halfling weed here?
Halfling weed. Yeah. So after she's done serving an almost round halfling who waddles away with his too big drink. She turns to face you, and you ask her for some halfling weed.
Yes.
How much?
Is pot legal?
When she says how much, I like look over at Thane and I give him like a kind of like a head nod,
an
like
eighth, quarter,
a pound.
zip, pound. Okay.
Probably like 3-4 grams.
Yeah, like quarter. Yeah, sure, like a quarter pound.
A QP.
So
quarter
3 or 4
pound?
grams or a quarter pound, she says, because those are very different. Is this your first time?
Maybe.
Right.
We're trying to have a pint, and me and the dwarf are gonna get a little twisted. All right.
How about we start you off with a gram each and a
Wait,
pint?
she actually has pot.
Yep.
You know what? I was getting ounces mixed with grams. Not gonna lie.
Learn metric.
That's easy to do.
Yeah. So.
All right. So she has got she's got little jars with it's not very well trimmed. It doesn't look great, but it's definitely hemp. And she puts it on the counter, and then she pours you 2 pints, and she says it'll be it's a gold for the gram, gold each for the gram, and then a half a silver.
I go to Vara, who is my sugar mama, and again remind her she doesn't let me keep any money of my own.
Wait, do you not have any money?
I have no money. I have not had any money
man?
since
Oh, that's
I was
so
resurrected.
funny. He doesn't. That is so funny. Yeah, because you took it all from when he died and didn't give any back.
It's been a year I've been alive. I have never once had any money. You've always made me go to you for money.
We've been doing stuff. How did you not get any money from all the things we've been doing?
I've always put it in the stash.
I
You don't remember
why
when
would
you don't remember when
people-
when I bought my plate armor? I literally had to go to you and be like, "Hey, can I buy this?" And you're
Why
like,
am I
"Here's the
disappointed
money."
that you don't have any money?
What's that
also
meme
think
from
it
Always Sunny in
makes-
Philadelphia where it's like, how do 3 men in their 40s not have $300 between them?
I mean, I will say it's a little disappointing you don't have any money. It also is entirely sensible that I have your money.
Yeah,
This
I mean,
is exactly what we. This is the discussion This is exactly what you said last time.
Yeah,
And then
so,
we ended it by him not getting any money.
so
Yeah, you decided I couldn't keep my money.
so it's a gold for your weed, and then a
2
half a
gold
silver
for the weed, because
the
each,
beer.
Well, so in total it's 2.5 gold for everything.
I'll
So-
ask her for 3 gold for a tip.
Wait, didn't
So-
you? Oh, okay, so you're asking me for money for. What are you gonna tell me when you come up to me asking me for money?
I need
I
money
go,
for
"Hey."
pot and booze.
that's verbatim. That's exactly what I say. And I go, "You don't let me keep any money. Can I have 5 gold?"
Vera's going to raise one eyebrow and kind of like give like a lopsided
You can
smile.
see, Vera, you can see the proprietress watching this from behind, with the 2 jars and the 2 pints still sitting on the counter.
Before you make your decision, remember I've died for you twice now.
Calm down, honey. Calm down. And Vera will say, and then she'll give you the 3 gold, and and she'll say to you, she'll say, Varys, I want to say never change, but I don't think I need to.
Well, also, just keep in mind, tipping well the bartender has worked very well for us in the past.
Yes,
It's a
yes,
pretty good strategy.
Not buying pot.
yes.
God,
The-
you should get a scheme going, like
I mean,
in
I thought
that-
alcohol was enough.
yeah.
You
you
bought
you
it.
should do a scheme like in that first Patrick Rothfuss book, where like he splits half the tips the bartender gets.
Right.
I mean, Boya Dayar, was also my boy. The
Little
another
spoiler.
thin man.
As Varys starts walking back away, I'll holler out. I'll holler Varys, and do you turn around?
Yeah.
And I'll flick you a silver, and I'll ask you to ask you to get me a glass of red.
Do I have to do a dexterity
Oh, definitely.
check to see if I
Oh,
catch
definitely.
it?
If
Absolutely.
you don't catch it, then we
Absolutely, you
angry.
do. Yes.
Is that a save or is that
I think
just an
that's sleight
ability
of
check?
hand, actually. But it's just you don't have proficiency, so.
That's Dex.
All right. All right. So that is 1d20 plus 2. Let's see if I catch it.
Thane, meanwhile, patiently waiting at the counter for his.
What?
Oh yeah, easily, you snatched it out of the air. All right, you get back to the counter. You pony up the
Yeah,
money.
Thane is not interested in the weed. He's gonna share that with Varys and say that's all you, buddy.
Has Thane had the pot before? It's more of a southern thing here.
Yeah, Thane's had the pot in the past and had a bad experience.
Okay.
And-
That's when he fought the dragon.
yeah.
Is that how he killed the dragon? He
made him
fucking
die.
No, he smoked pot and he killed a dragonborn.
To be
all
fair,
he remembers is waking up naked in the forest with Grant on top of him.
to be fair, Vera has smoked pot with Thane before, and Thane does get a little paranoid.
I've been there. I've been there.
It's so
It's
funny.
happened to all of us.
Yeah. It wears off when you
Did-
smoke enough.
Does Varys have anything to roll a joint with, or did it?
That's
come
actually
with?
I was about to say. You realize once you get back to it, once you get to a table, which you have to wait like a minute for one to open up. You're all able to sit down together, and Varys does get your red for you. Vera. Though
Nice.
He didn't actually say he did. You realize
What
that you
did
don't
you
have
have for
anything to
lunch?
smoke this with necessarily.
Hmm.
Let me.
What
I
is
think-
I start eating it.
Yeah.
What are in the ration? What are in the ration packs? Are there apples?
It's non-perishables, right? It's like hardtack, right?
Okay. I guess you could use hardtack. That would be really unpleasant, though.
Oh God, yeah.
I guess seeing his issue,
I mean, you
Varys
probably
going
have, yeah,
to,
you'd have maybe matches. Actually, I think you have a steel and flint. You don't have matches.
Vera will suggest that Varys ask if the barmaid has an apple.
If I have a what?
Now you just look like
An
an
apple?
amateur.
Check if the barmaid has an apple. and
Nobody
I'll
has
give
a
you
pipe on them?
copper.
I don't
What?
think I do. I was
I
just
mean,
looking at-
I had a fake pipe that I would conjure up when I was
Doing
What's
Trozan
his
Montoya.
You have a wooden
Trozan Montoya.
stake. That doesn't do anything.
So, does anybody know if the mouthpiece off of a bagpipe is removable?
Yes, I would
Well, I have a
have to
better
think
idea.
so, right?
I have a better idea, but Vera, how would I do this?
Buy a pipe.
wait. You said that there was a fat halfling waddling around,
Just buy
right?
a
Well,
pipe.
he waddled past. You can look around for him if you want.
I mean, you can probably buy off a pipe from someone.
Can I go up to the halfling?
Yeah,
Can I try to search
give me
for
a
him?
perception check. See if you can find the halfling in amidst the crowd.
What is that? Is that +2? Yeah, I don't know. +1. I still don't know my own perception, man. 14.
Yeah, you spot the just absurdly fat hobbit on a chair that looks like it's sagging a little bit, talking to a half orc. He's a very close talker, the half orc.
I'm gonna just casually go up to him and ask him if he's got a pipe. And I offer to share the weed with him if he's got a pipe we could smoke from.
He seems annoyed, and then you mention that you'd share it, and he goes, No, all right, yeah. And he fumbles about and he pulls out a very long pipe.
And
he
I'm
says,
gonna chug my beer first because
nice,
Varys
yeah.
knows that if he doesn't get drunk first, he doesn't have a good time getting high, like Thane.
How many times has Varys smoking pot?
Did you take both the portions of the Longbottom leaf?
I think he'd probably
I
just
know, I
bought
took
one
mine.
jar.
Yeah.
Well,
I-
because you got some for you and for Thane, and then Thane
Yeah.
said no, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of motion at Thane like if he wants to, if he's interested, or like I'm gonna be carrying both like under my like armpit, and I'm gonna have the beer in the other hand. I'm chugging it. I'm gonna turn
Okay.
back around to Thane and be like, you want in on this?
So you did
Thane's
take
gonna raise Varys's bucket. Well, obviously I'm drinking out of Varys's bucket. I'm
Obviously.
gonna raise the bucket at him, and
He goes
and,
without
You,
saying.
you've poured your pint into the bucket.
and kind of like nod, and just say no thanks. I'll be fine over here.
All right.
I'm gonna motion to Harmy and Vara, like, you guys
Yeah.
want in?
No, I'm not going to. No, thank you.
Yeah, I was figuring out how to do this before you walked away to go
All right,
find
so
a freaking
Vera
thing.
comes over excitedly, and the Hobbit is motions for you to give him the weed.
I mean, I was figuring out how we could do this ourselves. I don't want.
You don't want to get high with this Hobbit.
I mean, I just think the novelty of it's not that I necessarily want to share, but it's the novelty of getting high with a halfling on his own supply.
So-
Because everyone knows in this world that halflings are the potheads. You
Yeah.
know.
So you give the jar to the halfling, and he starts tearing it up and putting it into the pipe. And the the half orc fumbles about in his pockets, and he gets a box of matches out. And the halfling introduces himself, and he says his name is Grillfo.
Grilpo.
Yep.
Cool.
And the half orc is Horix. And y'all are start getting high together. Give me some con saves.
Fucking junkies.
Yeah. Grofo seems to be very proficient
Wait.
with the pipe.
Quick question: is
Yeah.
Vara within 10 feet of me?
Yeah, probably she's at the table with
Should
you, right?
be, or
She gets +4 on her con save.
Nice.
move.
Nice.
Wait, like
Yeah, you inhale and you handle that perfectly,
+4 in additional to what I
Yes.
have. Right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Grofo very proficient as well. Horix as well.
24.
You guys learn while oh damn dude. Yeah, you no coughing at all. Perfect. Like you're blowing it out like Gandalf,
Yeah. And then
they're all very
Brandon.
impressed. They
just
pegged
taking
you guys
sips
as
of red wine in
newcomers to
between,
the,
all casually.
yeah, they pegged you guys as newcomers to the scene, but they seem to have been wrong about that. You learn that Grillfo is a pork speculator.
Mm.
Horix is a haberdasher.
The hat maker?
Well, the men's accessories.
I imagine you have a fine haberdashery.
he's just a haberdasher's assistant right now. He confesses.
And I'm pretty crossed at this point, but a good crossed. And I put my hand on his shoulder and I go, I bet you. And I kind of am pointing at him with one hand, with the other hand, one hand on the shoulder. I'm like, you're gonna make the finest haberdasher non-assistant in the whole damn. You'll have a fine haberdashery one day, Oryx.
Aka, I have
Yeah.
a question.
Yeah.
Are there any tavern brawlers in the tavern?
Any what?
Tavern
Brawlers.
Tavern? What?
Brawlers.
People to brawl with, people
Oh,
that are getting rowdy.
It doesn't seem like that kind of place.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask them now that we've acquainted ourselves with them if, given that they're residents here, if they know anywhere we can find a, if we could find a, if we could find a cleric.
What
happening?
what kind of cleric?
And I'm gonna kind of tilt my head down at him, and get real
Are
Ilmater.
these real hiccups?
No. If we could, our Lord, let me tell you guys about a story of a slave in Calimport, and how he saved the woman he loves, and on that way, he lost himself. He made a deal with a fiend, and now he can, and then he died, and like Ilmater, he came back, and but now he makes people afraid of him, and Ray's is dead, and he's
The
big scary.
halfling with tears running down his cheeks. He puts his hand on your shoulder and he says, "That's the saddest story I've ever heard."
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
You gotta
I
say
will explain. What does he think of the junkies on the other table?
Oh.
Say that again?
How's Vera responding to this?
Those hiccups, are the hiccups just on Greg's side or are they on Varys' side too?
So then he kind of he kind of puts his hand on like the table to kind of like steady himself, and he goes, "Of course, it's the saddest story to me, cause I fucking lived it, and
You're
and then
Pagliacci.
I was dead, and then I was dead, and then I died as dead, and now I'm not dead, but my soul is, and anyway, cleric, cool guy, good guy, repent."
Oh.
It's gonna turn out that you're like Ilmater.
You are God.
You're
So
not allowed to be
what
funny.
kind of cleric?
Oh.
'Cause you didn't answer.
The Lord of Mercy, Ilmater, you know, that cool guy, bound hands, and I
Oh,
like
you
hold
should
up my
go to
shield.
the Shrine of Suffering.
Oh, I know all about suffering. Let me tell you a story about a slave from Calimport.
Oh no,
Again?
don't. It's over in Heapside.
And I'm gonna be like, Vara, write that down. I'm not gonna remember it. So Varys is pretty cross.
All right.
Vera will ask where Heapside is.
The orc is asleep at this point. Heapside is 2 neighborhoods north of Brampton. So 1
Yeah,
neighborhood
okay.
north of you now. I guess technically, because
Okay.
you're technically an Eastway. The halfling explains.
Oh, okay.
I
where?
tell them-
You tell them on the map?
There it is.
Okay. Very good. Oh, it's just like a few streets up.
It's Hold on.
Just a bit of a jaunt.
Yeah, it's right. It's this building here.
Nice.
Very cool.
So do you guys head out? It's about 6:30 right now.
Yeah.
I ask Vara if I can get another drink on the
Has
way out with
Thane,
Thane.
have you been getting high as well?
Oh, absolutely not. No.
Okay, yeah. you
then-
said
And
that,
I
yeah.
asked Thane what he thought of the junkies on the other table, the potheads.
Yeah, Thane's just gonna kind of shrug and be like, to each his own, man.
What
He's
what
the
are what
biggest
are the
To
brothers
each their
Finderwell
own,
think of this
man.
scene? The twins.
Say that again?
What did
Um,
they think? What did they think of the potheads? You mean?
You?
They're not as judgmental as Harmony.
Did I disconnect?
But now you did. The twins are not as judgmental as Harmonil, but they're also not pro pot. You know, it gets in the way of the mission. But they're not calling anybody a junkie. You know, like they're more continentally inclined, brother.
Yeah. Vera will give Varys a silver for a drink, and she will somewhat sternly say, "Get your change."
You gonna get her a drink, Varys?
Well, no, because then he wouldn't have change. Well, I guess that's up to him. but-
You're buying him a drink. Okay.
yeah, okay, well, because he doesn't have money.
Very
I'm
classy.
sure
Yeah,
to
that's true.
drink.
That's true. Greg, are you here?
Oop.
Greg?
He died.
Bloop.
Greg's dead.
He died of pot abuse.
Greg, no, you died of the pot abuse. Greg, no.
Oh no! Oh no!
Amen.
I'm gonna take
No,
that
no
moment.
problem, man.
I'm gonna take that moment to go tinkle real quick. I'll be back in a second.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, me too.
Okie dokie.
Everyone, go pee.
Do-do, do-do. Doo-doo, 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 doo.
Greg even Morgan.
What? Greg died.
What the fuck?
Too much pot.
Greg, no. Where were you when Greg died? I said no.
All the intermittent coughing and
Yeah. Who
no,
would have
not
known?
coughing, the hiccups. That was really not cool. I've been sick for like 10 days, and from coughing and sneezing, my like the muscles in my on my side are really, really in pain just from being overused constantly. And me having to laugh was not pleasant just now.
Well, that's what you get for
Pain.
being sick. You know?
Radiating out of the left side of my rib cage.
Why are you sick?
Greg's being a
It feels
dumbass.
like you should not be in pain from being sick like that.
No, it's from like coughing. So I've
Yeah, but
overstrained.
That's
Like,
literally never happened to me, and I've been sick before.
yeah, but you don't have any muscles to strain in the first place.
It seems like that would be more strainful then.
Nice.
Where's fucking Greg at? What the fuck, dude? He's not even like on his phone. Maybe something actually happened to him. Yeah, maybe he's actually like in trouble.
Probably his internet died, I guess.
Yeah, but then he should have a phone.
Oh, it's not common. It happens now and again.
All right. Well, so Barris falls asleep.
Nice.
Nice.
That's a good plot maneuver.
Do we know if there is lodging at the low lantern?
There is lodging at the Low Lantern, you learn, but it is not the kind of lodging that you'd be a fan of. It's like the bottom
No.
deck has got those hammocks.
Yeah, this seems like for drunk sailors to
Yeah.
get a winker.
They'll put you when you
So
fall
that-
asleep. They'll throw you in one and then charge you the next morning.
Tourist trap. So let's find a better place if you want to.
When you
have
could head up
a-
to like Heapside or something. You know, where you needed to go for Greg's thing. Head up that way. Go to get an inn there in the nicer part of town.
the
Oh,
heat.
there's the fucker.
Yeah,
No,
I'm on my
Discord's
phone.
not down.
You died of pot abuse, by the way. You roll a new character.
Oh, yeah, no, that in here too.
okay. I just reset the router.
Yeah.
Yeah, your character died of pot abuse. You need to roll a new character.
Yeah, he heard you. We all heard you.
Okay.
What are you
Your mom.
doing? What are you
Wait.
doing?
Wait. Let me see if now my internet's working as soon as I just took everything and moved it downstairs, of course. All right, give me like 1 minute.
1 second, 2 second, 3 second. So Heapside?
Yeah. So what does the city look like? Is it like hilly? Is it mostly flat? Like what is it?
Looks hilly to me. That looks like it has some serious
it
geography.
is pretty. It's hilly. It's separated into two parts. It's called the lower city, and the upper city. It's separated by a wall, and the upper city is on a, like you'd expect, a higher level than the lower
This,
city.
this feels to me like an Oslo kind of city.
All right, I'm
I've never
back.
been to Oslo.
It's all fucking hills.
Yeah, but I yes, I imagine that there's quite a bit of height differential between a lot of these areas. Greg.
Nice.
I mean, not that doesn't worry old Thane though. There's a height differential between him and the whole world.
Yep. So he's used to that. LOL.
Yeah.
Boom.
Get wrecked.
So, what did I miss? Did Varys just got like too fucked up and he just slumped over mid conversation? That's
Yep.
what happened.
Yep.
I was trying to ask what the Finderwells thought of us getting all fucked up, and
Yeah,
then
they're not.
right
They
as
don't
I
really
asked
care. They're not anti-pot like Harmonil, but they also aren't gonna get fucked up. So yeah, you learned the location of the Ilmater Temple.
I get the feeling that the other Cinderwells are sort of like moderately observant Jews. That they're like, my
Yeah,
body's
that's
a
very
temple, but you do
accurate.
you.
Yeah, it's like,
Right?
and then Harmonil is like Orthodox.
Yeah, right. That
Yeah,
seems
that's
exactly right.
real.
They're
That's a
like, my
really
body's
good way
a
to
temple,
put it.
but
Yeah.
you do what you want with yours. And Harmonil's like, everyone's body's a temple, motherfucker.
I am-
they're like, my body is God's temple, and Harmonil's like,
Well, I mean,
everybody's
to
body
be
is God's
fair,
temple.
So Hamil needs to grow a beard then.
Harmonil thinks his body is a temple, given his love of elven kind.
You mean himself, the self-pleasure, Odinism, as it's
Yes.
called.
Nice.
You know, that's why
So
they got kicked
despite-
out of Everett, right? Because they kept spilling their seed on the ground.
Oh, gross.
Yeah.
That's definitely what happened. Yeah.
So to get a bedroom for the night, they were talking about Heapside would be a good place to go, so you don't have to sleep here. You can go, Heapside, so you're close to Ilmater if you want to do that immediately.
Yes.
You could go to like the upper city and get an actual nice place.
Let's go to Heapside, I guess.
All right.
And that kind of fits us more as characters anyway. That's kind of where we've been lingering all campaign, right?
Heapside. So you're looking around. You see a couple places. There is a place called the Splurging Sturgeon.
What?
Surgeon? That's an awesome name.
There's a place called the Purple Worm Inn and Tavern. And there's a
Isn't
place
that from
called.
Baldur's Gate 3?
These are just places on the map. That might be from Baldur's Gate 3. I don't know. All of these places are from Baldur's Gate 2. We're first there, and then Baldur's Gate 3 brought them back. Like when I click on the places on the map, there's like a 2D isometric image of it, which is presumably from like Baldur's Gate 2.
Yeah, Dark Alliance. Yeah.
Yeah. Then there's the Blushing Mermaid in Heapside. Those are all three in Heapside.
And where was the temple?
The temple is up here.
Okay.
The Blushing Mermaid is here.
The Blushing Mermaid is in Baldur's Gate 3.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Sturgeon is here, and then the Purple Worm is here.
Let's go to the Mermaid.
Yeah, so Blushing Mermaid makes the most sense. But I mean, so what time is it now? So you said it's like 6:30.
By the time you'd get to the Blushing Mermaid, it'd be about 7.
So is it? We're in like the end of the year, right? So it's
Yes.
like
Winter
October
solstice
time, right?
is when the meeting is.
Okay, so it's definitely already dark then.
Yeah, it's dark. It's cold. Baldur's Gate is wet, so it might even be snowing a little bit. Yeah, everybody that you're passing is definitely bundled up.
I needed the warm ale to keep me
And
warm.
Yep. That's why you're drinking. That's the reason.
You're playing Skyrim Survival Edition, where you need to be eating warm food to actually not die.
Yeah, Blushing Mermaid, lovely 2-story tavern. A lot of open area decorations. There's a stuffed beholder.
Not a very beholder, good.
Not a real beholder. The light is provided by floating drift globes.
I'm going to. Can I use my disguise self to conjure up, look exactly the same, but have a giant, non-existent, 1-foot-high top hat that I kind of just am casually, basically like tipping to everybody as we walk.
Sure. And you're going to you're gonna what? You're walking in, you're tipping hats. Which you're gonna, I guess, do you go to the proprietor behind the bar?
I mean, are we doing a pub crawl right now, or
Well,
what?
I think you're gonna get a room, right?
Yeah, we're
Well,
finding somewhere
I
to
mean-
get hot food and sleep.
The thing
Even
is, we
trans.
have. If we wanted to go check out the temple,
I would
beforehand,
never
we
sleep
could.
with a trans. says Varys when.
You want to what thing?
No, I mean, we've got time if we wanted to go check out the temple. I mean, presumably it's not going to be open in the evening, but I mean, we still have time, I guess.
Might be.
What does Varys want to do? Is he still like just baked out of his mind, or is he?
Oh, yeah. Stoned as shit. I mean, he got high, like he got like incredibly high and drunk, like, you know, like 2
At
hours
the
ago.
exact same time.
Yeah.
Thane's gonna ask Varys if he wants to go check out the temple.
Varys is going to say gleefully yes, and then he's also going to inform Thane that all his aches and pains are just gone for some reason.
Yeah, it's like my hands have stopped shaking. You know, I can see better.
Like he's gonna hold his hand in front of him and be like, "Whoa, Thane, you're so far away. You look even smaller right now."
It's like my
And
hands
he's
have
gonna like.
stopped shaking since I was in fucking Neverwinter.
Thane's gonna tell Varys that he's gonna go get some roadies for us, and we're gonna wander. We're gonna wander
Wait.
up to the temple.
For yourself or for the pig?
No, for you and I, we're gonna have roadies, and we're gonna stroll up to the temple, and you can look upon the temple of Ilmater.
And Varys is gonna say, "I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
I'm down. I'm game." Is public Okay. Can I roll history to find out if public intoxication is
Yes,
a
you can. You
crime?
can roll that. Yes.
20. Dirty 20. Ah.
Yes.
gone again?
It
Oh.
It is a crime. Yes. We'll definitely
All
haul
right.
you in for something like that.
So I'm going to suggest we take our buckets. I still have the spittoon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
We're
you
gonna
got
take the ale to go, but we're gonna try to be low key about it.
Nice. All right. So you guys get drinks.
Mm-hmm.
They come in regular cups. So you got to go. You go to your table. And I guess you pour them into your buckets, and then you leave. It's 5 coppers.
How are we
per drink.
paying? How are we paying?
Thane has
Thane, you
money
got
on
this
him.
one or?
Yeah, no. So how much? What
It's a
do I
silver
owe
for
them?
the 2 drinks.
Okay, so I'm gonna tip 2 silver.
Oh, generous. The elf proprietor is very happy about that.
Ooh, the owner of the tavern is an elf.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Yep.
You
He asks if you guys are gonna need a room.
We
Indeed.
tell him that we will, but Lady Vara Ilsanane, and I go into a long about all of her titles. I might have even thrown like a Mother of Dragons in there.
Yeah.
I
like it. I approve.
I'm going to be like I'm gonna throw in basically all our accolades.
He
and
seems
be like,
incredulous.
"He will be."
You look. Your eyes are bloodshot. You're swaying on your feet.
But I thought I rolled well on my Constitution checks.
You did, but you still. I mean, that's so you're you're clear-headed when you're high. I think but you're still
I
you're
can
still
handle it.
Yeah, you're still bloodshot, but you're not incoherent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You smoke enough, your eyes are gonna get red, even if you're even if you're you're not stupid high.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna basically
They
list
just
all
get
her
irritated.
titles.
They get dry and irritated from the smoke. There's nothing you can do about that, no matter how proficient of a smoker you are. So you still got some bloodshot eyes. You're swaying a little bit from the booze. Maybe.
I'm just gonna tell him she's handling our.
He seems
our sleeping
incredulous.
arrangements.
Okay. He says you'll still have to pay.
She's gonna pay.
Somebody's gonna pay.
I'm gonna point at her and be like, "She's paying. She has my money. I essentially have all the negatives of a wife with her.
Well, you can't go into the room until you pay.
Well, we're not going to the room.
What's it cost for a room?
Let's see what Volo says.
What does Volo say?
3 monies a night.
3 monies a night.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Volo says it's a 2 pipe quality. No, in a 2 mug quality tavern and a 3 money pricing. tavern. So we'll say 3 gold a night.
Okay.
Poor value for money.
I'm Vera is going to tell Volo that
The
while
Volo,
her-
sorry, so Volo is the
The guy that was trapped by the dragon.
yeah, he's the guy
Yeah.
that was trapped by the dragon. He's a historian and traveler that makes that'll be the equivalent of like the Michelin stars.
okay.
Volo is not the proprietor. Alan is the proprietor.
Alan, Vera's going to tell Alan.
Alan!
Is an elf named Alan?
Yeah.
Vera's going to say to Alan.
I think it's technically like
um,
Alan. Alon.
Yeah, she's going
We'll go
to
with
say
Alan,
to him that while my companion may have gotten a little overexcited in his listing of titles, the majority of that is true, and we are actually here on invitation from Kareem Abdul Jafar. What's his name?
Fadine Amico, Grand Duke of Baldur's Gate.
Nadim Amico. He is going to induct our city into the Lord's Alliance on the winter solstice, and I'm sure that Alan would recognize the value reaching into the future to treat kindly a person of our stature and one who has a friendly ear with Nadim Amico.
I'd have thought that you'd be staying at the Helm and Cloak.
Is the Helm and Cloak where he puts up his guests?
Well, it's right across from the High Hall.
Oh, well, thanks for the
Convenience
tip.
thing.
All right,
If you want to stay here, of course, you're welcome to.
Spain,
That
Fenderwells,
being said,
let's go.
I can't offer you any free lodging.
No,
Even though
I
I'm
want-
famous.
I wanted to ask the innkeeper something if he knows about something about libraries in the city.
But
Yeah,
what?
you do you.
Ask him if he knows good libraries in the city.
Lagarith?
Libraries.
Fuck me, that's not
Libraries?
what you said.
That is not what you said at all.
Say
That's what I
library
heard.
again. Say libraries.
I heard,
Library.
Fuck you,
I
that's
heard
not what you
library.
said the first time.
No, he said Lagarith.
I heard that.
What's the Greek word for library?
Biblioteca.
Biblioteki.
Oh yeah, it is. It's not even close to Lagarith, is it? I was just wondering if he accidentally said like a stupid foreign word.
What's the Macedonian word for it? In North, what do they say in North
Yeah, what do they say in
Macedonia?
North Macedonia?
There
What's
is
the-
it's-
what's the
it's
Turkish word?
Bulgarian.
What's the Turkish word?
Kebab, I don't know.
Yeah. So you're asking if there's any libraries?
Yes.
He says like what kind of like for regular books or like magical
El
books.
Corral,
And
yeah.
he does like a like waves his fingers around spookily.
Like, no, let's start with normal libraries.
Well, there is the Amber Dune books in the wide.
Nice.
Yep.
And for more sketchy libraries, like you implied.
I don't know about sketchy, but if you want something that's a bit above, more than like a cool old history, there's Sorcerer's
that's-
Sundries.
Oh yeah, that's also in Baldur's Gate 3.
And in 2 and 1 and
Okay, nice. I
4
will
and-
keep that in mind.
you're gonna be surprised that most things in the city of Baldur's Gate were in Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's crazy how that works. But yeah, he says anything else?
I think that's what I want to ask, and I will give him 1 silver for his cooperation.
Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you. Let me know if let me know if Helm and Cloak doesn't work out.
Well, yeah, Thane's gonna ask Vera whether she really wants to go to the Helm and Cloak right now, considering we have 3 weeks or 4, however long to.
I mean, that's true. You could stay here for 2 weeks, and this is gonna be a lot cheaper.
I mean, I'm wondering if we can get into that place for cheap though, and be like, "Hey, the dude asked for us. We're here."
I mean, the worst thing that you can do is not get in and then go back to this place and pay the same
Well, I mean-
amount, right?
Honestly, my thought was that it kind of felt good when he's like, "Will, why don't you stay at the Helmet Club?" Be like, "Okay, good, bye, fuck you," and just walk out.
Well, he seemed to
And
have
then,
done it
like-
in like a friendly way, not in like a "you should be there instead, fuck you." It's just like a doesn't. He's like it's just like a he knows the town, and it's like, well, you literally
Okay.
need to be at the concert hall. Why don't you go and stay at the hotel across from the concert hall instead of here? You know?
Okay, it felt a little rude to me, and also he
wasn't-
he
yeah.
seemed to be willing to lower his prices, which is what I was aiming for anyway. So
Yeah, he wasn't.
Why
He
do you
definitely
want to
wasn't
chip
willing to do that.
so much?
You might get better luck at the place that has higher prices to get them to lower their prices than the place that has like, you know.
dude, 3 gold a night is not low prices though.
It's
That's
actually
a lot.
no, it's not. That's true. It isn't. No, but
Yeah,
the
that's
the
pretty
the,
expensive,
the
yeah.
Blushing Mermaid is a somewhat of a famous place.
Okay.
It's big with the harpers, so people go there and they hope to see a harper or some other adventurer.
Ah, well, would we know it's big with the Harpers?
I don't know.
We do now.
You do not, yeah.
You know.
I don't know. Probably not. You haven't been here.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I
Might have heard it. You can do a
before
history
I
check. You can do a history check for me. Give me history.
I'll do a history check. Do some histrionics.
That's what you're gonna do when you remember you're not a harper.
I have 2 Harpers with me.
The two
I may
harpers
not have been
have
interested.
actually wandered off.
What, they wandered off?
Yeah, they're going to the shrine together.
Dumbasses. 20.
Yeah, you do know that this place is big with harpers and adventurers.
Well,
Um,
before we leave, I will tell Alan again. I'll
Hold
tell
on, are we
him because he kind of interrupted me as well. I was still in the middle of talking.
mhm.
I'll tell him that while we do need to be at the High Hall or whatever, we'll make this place the High Hall tonight.
Rex.
But while we do need to be at the High Hall, and while we will certainly go to whatever place it was he mentioned,
Yep, helm and cloak.
in some
I'm
time.
certainly in the high hall right now.
We were hoping to not draw too much attention to ourselves as yet.
Well, we're very discreet here.
Yes. But while we don't want to draw too much attention to
Heard that
ourselves,
before.
as my companion noted, we are rather well known and famous and quite well connected. And 2 of my companions are indeed harpers in very good standing. And it could be in Alan's favor to.
Which of them?
Unfortunately, the one who was tremendously drunk and the one who was of humble stature.
Oh.
I know.
You
that,
see
so-
that his face falls a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, I tipped the man 2 silver.
You did
Come on.
tip- Yeah, not so much about you, so much as the you know.
Yeah. And I'll say, even so, we've just finished a long voyage, hence the state of my companion. But
I suppose I could take a gold off for harpers if they show me
That
their
would be
pins when
lovely.
they get back.
yes, and we will be staying here for a good few nights as well. So it will be worth your while in the long run.
Well, as
Indeed.
long as I see those pins when they get back, I can knock a gold off the price.
Very good. Well, then,
And only.
we will pay you for 2 nights in advance.
All right, very nice.
So, how many rooms do you actually need? How many people
He
fit in the room?
says that if you want to pay 3 gold instead of the 2, he can let you have the suite on the 4th floor.
Ooh,
That would be cool.
is that suite big enough for all of us?
Yep. It's got
Okay.
8 beds.
I will say that's most kind of you, and I'll give him 3 goldies.
Nice. Very
And
nice.
only. Melon.
Just fucking eating through my money. We've been here for like 6 hours, and I've lost like 15 gold.
You wanted to give Varys the money to buy pot. That's on you.
I mean, that had to happen though. That moved the plot forward, you know.
I mean, to be fair, she smoked it with me, did she not?
I did.
Yeah.
Spoke
I mean-
it better than you.
It's on you.
Look,
how
you're not
to
going
spend
to
money
pay
on
for
pot.
somebody's pot and then not smoke it, right?
That's true.
Like,
I mean, honestly, that just that to me felt like he had already ordered it. Basically, like it wasn't about like, can I get this? It's like, can I have money? And so I
yeah,
kinda
it's
had
like,
to.
hey, it's like, hey, mom, I've already ordered appetizers. Can I have money
Yeah.
for appetizers? It's like,
Yeah.
well, shit.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm gonna give you money. I'm gonna hit you when we get back to the car, but I'm gonna
Yeah.
give you the money now.
Yeah, here's
Like,
$5. See me at home. All right. So
Mm.
meanwhile, Thane and Varys walking through the streets, the nighttime streets, with their buckets
Yeah.
towards the Shrine of Suffering.
You know, the way you started that story, I feel like Roxanne's gonna start playing.
Roxanne.
Yeah.
You
Every
gotta
one of
put
them.
on the red light.
All right.
So what do we see? What do we see like as we're walking there? Or I assume the streets are not particularly crowded.
No, not crowded until you get to the shrine, and then there's there's definitely a crowd around the shrine. Hobo-looking people, homeless-looking people. Maybe some homos. It's hard to tell. Your gaydar's not working. But yeah, they're all crowded about. They look like they're getting fed some soup, and they're getting a little bit of money each. And they're getting this. There's a guy flanked by 2 guards. He's missing his left hand, and it looks like he's taken like an axe wound to the right side of his head because like his whole ear is gone, and there's like a big old dent in it.
Is he like actively like injured, or is he?
He's not like actively wounded. This probably happened a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
This has not been done to him by the homeless. Thane wades
never know.
Thane wades into the crowd with his axe. And yeah, he's handing out a couple coppers to each of the people that are getting some soup.
Thane,
So is this-
Thane. It would be a good thing if we gave some of these hobos some money. No?
I think so. I think we do. However, so this is a shrine. So is this a shrine to Elmod, or is this?
Yeah,
is
it's a small like house basically that's been turned into like a church, and then out front they've built like a statue of Ilmater, and that's where they're distributing the stuff right now. Is out front.
So of these homeless people, do any of them look particularly cold in this?
I mean, most
This
of them
light
look
snow.
particularly cold. You know.
I'm gonna go up to. Is there like one that looks? Is there like a child or?
No children.
I don't want
all
that to. I don't want
adults.
that to sound creepy, but
Nope.
I'm
It's
gonna
all
pull out.
adults here.
I have a couple spare pairs of clothes, including one fancy.
Mm-hmm.
Can I pull them out and begin just like handing them to the nearest homeless people?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Do you want to be
So
slow about it?
I have
Yeah.
I have 10 days of rations on me that we've
what
got
happened to the glorious triangle?
So I'm gonna hand out some rations. I'm gonna take 5 days of rations and distribute it amongst the homeless folk.
Oh wow, very nice. Oh wow, that's so big. Bump, bump, bump.
We're repenting. We're getting fucked up and then we're repenting after.
Yep.
Do any of them appear to? Are there any homeless people that appear to be missing a limb or any sort of
Yeah,
mobility
there's a couple of
issues?
them that have got. Maybe probably a third of them have got mobility issues. You know, or like
Now-
missing
now,
fingers or something, ears.
Now, my question is, I have a quarterstaff from the ghouls
Mhm.
in Neverwinter, that ghoul that we killed in Neverwinter, that I then proceeded to loan to the dwarves during our.
Yeah, the quarterstaff
would
is
I
bad
be-
luck.
How big is that quarterstaff?
It is a regular quarterstaff. So maybe
So, if-
6 feet.
All
You
right,
can make
so
3
I-
peg legs out of that. 3 peg
Well, I
legs.
was gonna,
Oh, that's
I was
3
gonna
peg
say,
legs.
I just wasn't sure how long it was. If I was able to, if I cut it in half, if it would be like 2 canes, it would function as, or it would only really work for like one person.
If you cut it in half, it's 2 8 staffs.
Yeah,
It's a simple
Oh,
fact.
God.
that's true. That is actually.
Yeah.
I just wasn't sure if it was long enough that it could function as a cane for 2 people.
I don't think so.
I mean, it depends on a cane for who. For you, no. For Thane, probably.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm gonna
You're
go up
upstairs,
to,
go on.
if there's anyone missing a leg or anything, I'm gonna hand them the quarterstaff.
All right, he's they're thankful for it. And Thane, give shit to poor. Just making a note of this. Yeah. So about 20 minutes later, the poors have distributed when all the soup and coppers are gone, and the the cleric comes up to you with his guards, and he says, "Thank you. That was very generous of you."
I basically say it was nothing, and I kind of defer to Thane here.
Sorry, spaced out for a second. Say it again.
So the
The
cleric.
priest approached and thanked you for giving stuff to the poor. And then
I'm gonna
we
ask
will-
him. Well, actually, can
Yeah, I
I
mean-
ask him then? I'm gonna be like, my friend and I, we were seeking salvation here at your shrine, and we couldn't help but notice the need that these people had for assistance.
Where are your guys' buckets right now?
Oh, I'm still carrying mine. I'm still
no,
sipping
mine's-
it as I say it.
Yeah, mine's at my side. I've been sipping from it as we've
Yeah.
been passing out rations. Yes.
A sober mind is a clear mind, brother.
Well, that may be true, but sometimes a little chaos, a little. I'm gonna say. I'm trying to think of like a good line here. I'm like, that may be true, but sometimes it is an unclear mind that does the most good.
Your mind must be
I'm gonna
clear to
suggest-
bear the burdens of others.
I'm gonna tell him that while I have bore many burdens of others in my time, I also bear a great burden myself.
Burden of alcoholism.
And both.
Thane's going to tell him that while we regret, my companion and I, we regret deeply the appearance that we bring. We only wish to help those less fortunate, and
Well, you've done a
we
very
meant
good
no
job of that
disrespect.
tonight.
What?
You've done a very good job of that tonight. You helped a lot of those people.
Good. Well, we meant no disrespect, and my friend here is particularly keen on speaking with you further.
And I'm gonna like give Thane a pat on the back and be like, thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Is there any way that this conversation I wish to have with you, we could have a little, my comrade and I, if we could have a little discretion, or
Anything you
Thane's
can
going
say
to
to me, you
interject.
can say in front of my guards.
I am going to then, because again I'm a little high still, a little fucked up still. I'm going to start telling him basically my entire life story, from basically the exact same story I started to tell the orc and the halfling.
As Vera starts to do this, Thane's going to interject and suggest, kind of like, pull him to the side and be like, "You don't want to do this in the morning after we've slept."
No, anything I could say right now, I can say in the morning. I say it backwards.
Thane's
He
like,
says that
you know-
you have definitely borne a lot of burdens, but a lot of them seem to have been through your own hand.
That may be true, but these burdens were never, a lot of my actions and my choices were made explicitly with the goal of helping others. I gave up my soul to save another. I gave up my life to reclaim Nightstone and the people there and give them their lives back.
Is that why that happened?
I gave up my life once more and was willing to sentence myself to eternal death in the hells before my friends, including Good Thane here, resurrected me. Explicitly to save the thousands that were trapped in the Shadowfell. I just simply seek, for once, to atone and make up for my my poor decision making and regain Lord Ilmater's blessing. And I'm willing to do anything. I'm willing to do anything to repent for my previous actions.
Would you kill those homeless people?
No. Of course not.
Maybe you already have his blessing then. You just need to receive your own blessing.
Do you suggest that I once again take a vow? Do you think that he will answer me this time? Do you think that
the one who needs to forgive Varys Oloro is Varys Oloro?
and Varys is gonna kind of just like tilt his head down, and he's gonna like look back up at him with like a tear in his eye, and he's just gonna say, "I don't know if I know how." I don't think I know how.
Congratulations. No.
Thane's
he
back
said,
here just like sipping from the bucket.
yeah, like awkwardly. Then the priest puts his remaining hand on your shoulder and he says, "And that's why we pray."
And I ask him if he would, while I'm heavily intoxicated, I look at Thane, and I give him
Lord
like a
Jesus,
like a
who is
fist
in
bump.
heaven.
And I ask
Father,
them if they will. I ask them if they will pray with me.
Yeah, they all take a knee together, and the two guards and the priest all say a prayer for you.
And I ask if I specifically request that they not only a prayer for me, but for the Knights of Oloro, the people in the Free Ward, and most importantly, my friends on their noble quests.
Our soldiers, our boys in Iraq. Our soldiers fight overseas.
And I just ask that I have the power to protect those that I care for, in a less evil way than the path I was treading.
Amen. And you feel like you get inspiration from that.
Oh. Is this just my thing? I go to everywhere and I just get inspiration for praying with someone?
Yep. It's a good way to get inspiration.
I ask them if they have any path I can take that I may aid this city and its people, and that I may if they know how one may go about reclaiming an oath. Is it simple prayer and forgiveness? Is it taking a new oath of redemption for myself rather than the path of revenge?
Reaffirm your oath. You're already on the right track. You're here with good intentions.
Although sometimes the intentions are not as the actions do not always result in good, even if the intention was there. And I'm going to look in my pocket. I'm going to reach in my pocket and pick up the dice that I took from Francis, and I'm going to set them down on the ground.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And I'm going to swear an oath against the Thin Man to free not only my soul, but that of my friends, Harmonil and Lady Vara.
Ooh.
And
you don't know about what I need.
Yeah, but I don't know.
You don't know what I need.
To be fair, I don't know. I don't know that.
You do you. It's okay.
And I'm going to basically make a vow to redeem myself for my past indiscretions and serve faithfully Ilmater against all fiends.
All right,
and I'm going to thank them.
When you open your eyes from your prayer, the priest and the three guards are gone.
Whoa.
And then you see that they just disappeared, into mist.
Oh shit! Were they not even real?
And Thane's like, damn, maybe I did smoke some of that fucking pot.
Yeah, that halfling weed is some good shit, dude.
I got a hell of a contact high from that.
So do you now lose your warlock levels?
Say that again?
Does now Varys lose all his warlock levels?
No, we'll talk about it.
So I'm gonna look at Thane. I'm gonna look back forward, look to my side to Thane, and I'm gonna be like with my mouth open, just swinging back and forth.
Technically, you can never lose warlock levels. That's things already received for things already done.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm going to
you just can't get more. Is how that would work. But yeah, so so Thane and you just are sharing some perturbed eye contact.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
Fane-
look down my
Fane's-
pocket and be like, "This was some good shit."
And the dice are gone.
Fane's
Oh,
gonna be
shit.
like, no, I'm seeing it too. I'm seeing it too, buddy. And he's just gonna take a sip from
He
the
takes another
bucket and
sip.
take
He hits the blunt again. Oh man, this shit's laced. Hits it again.
and takes like 2 steps back.
Oh god.
I'm gonna just say like, all right, well there goes the second part of that where I was gonna ask if they could resurrect Panda. We
like
still need to find a cleric.
Well, you can
like
get a
after a
scroll
few
from
seconds,
Source Sundries.
I feel like
Fort
after you
Sons.
guys like having this really intense engagement with the 2 of you, you'll realize that there's actually always 3 of you.
And where the footsteps
And this was the pig.
merge is where Jesus was with you.
I'm gonna look down at the pig and ask him. I'm gonna be like, "Did you see that shit, Grint?"
Response.
Yeah, Grant's the impartial, sober observer.
Yeah.
Alright.
That's great.
Alright, so you guys head back to the mermaid.
Now that we finished this
Pop.
scene, I wanted to ask the
Well, that-
innkeep about any news in town.
Thane.
So they were just gone, right?
Yep.
The innkeeper.
You saw them disappear though. They got caught on the wind and floated away.
Like a Christmas
smoke.
carol?
Like a Christmas carol.
Yeah, because the innkeeper may have a good side quest or two while we wait like 3 weeks for the meeting with.
You don't see any of those. You don't see one of those exclamation marks over his head.
Obviously, not, but I asked if there's like any news around.
He says that everybody is excited about the winter solstice and the Lord's Alliance meeting that's being held in Baldur's Gate this year. It's gonna be a holiday with a lot of games and fun stuff going on. So that should be exciting.
Nice.
That's in only 22 days, he says.
Yeah, in 3
Should be a lot of
weeks.
business.
Yeah, I hope so for your establishment.
I have some rats in my basement I need you to kill. No,
It's like a Baldur's Gate 3. I can't do that quest.
Oh no.
I kill the rats.
Oh no, they're giant rats.
Yeah.
Yeah, so everybody gets back together about 9 p.m. just in time to, I guess, sleep maybe. Unless you have something else you want to do tonight.
What does our 4th floor penthouse look like?
It's not a penthouse, it's a suite. So you get up to the 4th floor and it's like split in half, right? The right side is a suite and the left side is a suite, There's a door to the suite, one suite, door to the other suite, and your suite's on the right side. It's like a large middle living area with 4 bedrooms off of it. Each one's got 2 beds.
Nice.
I mean,
Are there windows? Can we?
There's
We've
windows,
been-
yeah, you can look out. Yeah, there's tons of windows. Too many windows.
so Vera
Can we
and
see
the
the bay?
Thunderwellies have been in here for a while though, so we've already like half wrecked up the place.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
trashed. They've untucked all the
It looks
beds.
like Dresden in 1945.
Yeah, they've untucked all the beds. It's a mess. Yeah, you can see the bay. You can't see. It's not like an unobstructed view, but you're on the 4th floor, so you do get like a pretty nice view.
That's awesome. Very cool.
That would
Can
be
we
a
see,
nice,
like,
that
the
would be a nice
stevedores?
view right there too, wouldn't it? Yeah, you can see. I guess you'd be able to see the bay, and you'd probably be able to see the wall there to the left.
So I guess there's probably no work going on if it's in the evening. I was gonna say if we get to see the stevedores like offloading cargo. but-
I mean, there's definitely people are probably coming and going to a lesser degree at night. But yeah, a lot of the ships are definitely just being left alone while people have been passed out drunk in one of the various dockside taverns, as sailors are wont to do. Those drunks.
Nice.
Grr.
Yeah, fuck drunk people.
Rage. Varys is like a teetotaler now, even though he's not even sober yet. He's still high, but he's like, man, I fucking hate junkies, man.
Yeah.
Never gonna get high again, motherfucker. All right, so I guess you all hang out for a little bit and then go to bed.
Yeah.
You wake up 29th, sorry, 9th
That's-
day of the
that-
third 10 day of Uktar,
Uh-huh.
about 8
Does the
a.m.
virus get a visit from the Thin Man?
So how does the calendar work? How many days are in Uktar?
30.
30,
Each month is 30.
They don't
And then there's
have,
then there's like special days that get added in
Yep.
that aren't
Okay.
considered part of the month.
So it's not the Gregorian calendar. It's
The calendar of
like the
Harptos.
Julian.
Yeah, it's the calendar of Harptos, correct. Here, let me put it in resources. There you go.
Have there been any mechanical changes for Old Vary? Or
Not
we
yet.
discussed
We'll
that
talk
for
about
games?
it.
Cool.
You feel like you've got a rash somewhere, you know?
Hmm.
So that's not great.
Wouldn't be the first one.
Wouldn't be the first one. That just might be like an unrelated thing. You know, your chlamydia's back. Yeah, but yeah. So you what's the plan for the morning? You got some shopping to do, I guess.
I guess first we'll tell Vera about our experience and apologize that we did not in fact find an actual living existing cleric.
That's okay.
but
It's
I mean,
not like I expect you to actually be
there are more clerics in
anyway.
Baldur's Gate.
I just
Stop
hope I
interrupting
didn't
people,
try to-
Euros.
Okay, I was just being sassy anyway.
Ray.
But there are probably more
Okay.
clerics around than just the ones from Ilmater. So we can look around for other clerics of good aligned deities, preferably.
But that was also just a shrine. I feel like
Yeah.
there must be, there's
Like some big
temples around.
temples of like some good god or something.
So
We
you
could
want
ask
to
him.
find a priest, or do you want to find a scroll?
Preferably a priest that can
It'd be,
cast
it would be
spells.
probably you're more likely to find a scroll than a priest that's willing to go with you on a
We find a
month-long
scroll.
round trip.
So we find a green alien that could shapeshift.
I don't get that reference.
Ha ha ha.
I don't get that reference though.
Perhaps it's a
So we can go to this magic whatever. Where Loviatar is. So we can buy there some scrolls.
So from the fourth floor suite, can we see how tall the wall is
Hey,
between
Kilo?
Yup.
I've given you a role called Priority. Now, there should be a key binding somewhere on Discord that you can press that will mute or lower the volume of everybody else that's speaking in the channel while you're talking.
Oh,
So you can hold that, and then Euros can't interrupt you anymore.
hilarious. I'll have to figure out what the key binding is, but
Yeah.
I would try to figure it out.
Probably Q.
No, I would like to ask again, like what Euros was saying. Does that guy know of any sort of problems that need solving?
No. Baldur's Gate is a very nice city, and they have the Flaming Fist to do that. He doesn't fuck around with adventurers. You know, he's not a quest giver.
But let's go to the Sorcerer's Sundries and see what
The
price was
Sorcerer's
there.
Sundries. That's also in Heapside.
Yeah, let's go there. And does it also have an elemental inside, like in Baldur's
An
Gate 3?
elemental inside.
I'm down to go to this sorceress blah blah blahs.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go.
All right.
It's our lead, given that we're lacking our rose. If somebody didn't prep that.
Ray! All right, so you guys go.
Varys forgot what getting hungover feels like when he was dead.
Yeah, Varys is
He
definitely
was struggling.
not feeling great this morning.
Because it would be crazy if those assassins tried to kill us again.
Oh my God, could you imagine? So the Sorceress Sundries is a basically a one-story dome, circular dome. The dome is a bunch of stained glass. Nobody's really there yet today, but the shop's open, so you can go inside and the inside is a all archways and glass rugs, silk curtains, a lot of arcane symbols on everything that probably are just superfluous, but maybe they're not.
Or the glyphs of warding or something like that.
They could be, but they could just be spooky symbols.
Can I roll Arcana to see what they are?
You can roll Arcana, yeah.
Can I cast guidance on him to assist him?
Nope.
Oh. What can I cast guidance on?
Not spur of the moment checks like that.
Come on, Dice Maiden.
If you're gonna pick a lock, that would be a thing because that's a thing that you're doing preparation for, not like a thing that he's just
18.
looking at that and thinking. 18, yeah. Some of them are definitely glyphs of warding, but a lot of them, probably most of them, are just to scare people.
Okay, makes sense. So, is there a cleric or someone that runs the shop?
Yes, there is a wee little gnome behind the central circular counter.
Ah, great.
How high is the counter? Can we see him?
High enough that the gnome is
Or
hilarious
else he up,
behind it.
or
It's
else he's
definitely a
up on the
counter
stool.
built to the proportions of a different person.
So he's up on the stool or something. So
I mean,
you
there
can see.
is a stool, but he's not behind the stool constantly. There's a stool that he can use though, which has been generously provided by his employer.
All right. And I will greet the shop clerk.
Hello.
Hello. Do
What
you
can I
have
do for you
scrolls on
today?
offer?
I'm Gilligan,
do-
the proprietor.
No. Nice to meet you. I'm Harmonded.
Okay. What are you looking for today? We have all
Uh,
sorts
do-
of sorceress sundries. I'm required to say that.
Pun intended, I assume.
That's the name of our shop.
Do you have any scrolls?
Mm-hmm. What kind of scrolls?
I'm looking for one scroll of Blade Shift
All right.
and a scroll of Resurrection.
All right. We have a 1-week lead time on these. Is that all right? Will you be in town that
Oh
long?
no.
What? What?
We have a lead
didn't-
time. It'll take us. We have to requisition these. We don't keep the scrolls in the shop, sir.
I understand. But I guess we can wait a bit, right? I mean, it's like
You have
3
to
more weeks.
deposit half of the money.
Okay, and then then the half once we get the scrolls.
That's how deposits work, sir.
What
Yeah.
what
Do
is
I
the
get
price?
do I get an order confirmation or something so that
Do
I
you
can
what?
scan the QR code?
What did you say?
Do I get like an order confirmation so that I can scan the QR
Of
code?
course, sir. You'll have a receipt.
Excellent.
Have you ever
What's
purchased
gold
anything,
again?
sir?
Yes, but not in this not in this order of magnitude
Of
in terms of
course,
price.
sir. Yes, certainly, sir.
So I'd like to be sure to assured of the correct procedure.
Yeah, excellent. Yes. What do you think, Kilo?
Dude, what scrolls are you getting?
Resurrection and plane shift.
Yeah, okay.
Is that what we wanted, right? I mean, no one said they want something else.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, yeah. I thought we were just gonna like see if a cleric would want to come over to resurrect Banda from
Well, you'll need a
Waterdeep.
cleric to cast the spell. Although I guess Alaric's a cleric, so he can cast the spell.
Yeah. So
Okay.
how much do we need to deposit now?
Each of these will be 5,000, so you'll need to deposit 5,000.
It's a lot cheaper to have a cleric just come over for the afternoon than to get a scroll, though, right?
You have to find a cleric that could cast the spell. So realistically, what would happen is you would have to buy the scroll, and then you'd have the cleric paid. The cleric would be coming to cast the scroll. Like the kind of a cleric that can cast a 7th level necromancy spell
level
is
13.
it's quite rare, and one that would be willing to take a month out of his day to go resurrect a random orc.
But
Plus, plus the diamond costs 1,000.
Yes, plus it would also
For
plus
resurrection.
it would all plus that in and of itself would cost 1,000 in resources.
To be fair, would just to, obviously like that does sound like it would be pretty difficult. We are here on official business to be inducted into the Lord's Alliance. Could we not lobby for that if we had to
I think
in
we.
our induction?
I mean, I'm willing to buy a scroll if need be to get Bandabuck. I just feel like there are ways to do this that don't require us to dump 5K for that.
Then again, what is the 5K for if not to resurrect Bandog?
Well, yeah, I'm not saying
Well,
we.
you're
we
either,
Dara has
paying,
a
you're
little
either,
bit of,
you're either paying 1,000 and doing a shitload of legwork to find a guy, and then paying him additionally to take a month out of his level 13 life to
Why?
come
Why a
resurrect
month?
Bandog.
Though?
What?
Why a month?
Well, if you're getting them in
To travel
Baldur's
back
Gate,
and
it's
forth.
13 days or more.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
it's,
yeah,
it's
but that's not we could get him in Waterdeep, right?
maybe they had a giant magic pogrom.
Yeah,
So
but all the
maybe level
magic people
13s aren't back yet.
after.
But yeah, I mean, you could look.
I mean, I would say I thought we were gonna try to sell somebody on traveling full time to basically serve as the head cleric of a new state.
Now,
Like
finding
New York
somebody
Lions.
to be a cleric would be fine. The chance that somebody who is able to
It's going
cast
to be that high
resurrection
level.
would want to be the cleric in a city that has 50 people in the population, including the outskirts, is like astronomical. Like he'd be like a rapist in hiding or something like that. You know what I mean? Like you'd find a guy that had killed his last 10 patients. You know? He's like, oh, I did power word kill again. Shit. Like you gotta level your people like you, but you gotta level your expectations.
We'd have to hide the geese for sure.
You'd have
before
to
he
hide
came
the
over.
geese for sure, and it's like at what then like if you're not gonna be your honest self, why even have the cleric?
Could we not also at this induction potentially lobby for immigrants to come and start supporting our town?
Well, I mean, it depends on
For
what the induction.
So you want
looks
to
like.
serve them, basically.
But yeah, yeah. I mean, you could start an ad campaign, you know.
A homestead act, if you will.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, yeah, you could, you know, acre and a mule
Mhm.
if you're white. That's how it worked in real life.
That's true.
I mean, how much do we have in the treasury? We have like 10,000 plus, 10 to
Probably
20,000.
more. Or a lot more than that.
So the
We have a
Yeah.
shit ton.
so
We
Gilligan
should.
has asked you for the down payment. He's already filled out paperwork as you were talking in a big old book, and he's ripped
Yeah, we
the
ain't
sheet
got
out,
that on us,
a
I believe.
perforated sheet of paper, and there's a line, you know, for the teleportation scroll and one for the plane shift scroll, and he wants you to sign underneath each one.
We don't have that on us, dude.
We
How
have,
much do we have on us?
we have
Vera's
873
like
from
watching Harmonel, just like, oh god, what is he
the...
doing?
Wait. I'm looking how much I have on... we had 873 from the pirate ship. How many has on him?
I guess you guys do actually have your carriage with you. We haven't mentioned it.
Yeah, I've had that in mind, but
but you wouldn't have been able to bring the horses.
Would we not have?
Well, on
Not even-
on that ship.
Not even two?
I don't know.
me
I guess
open up
we'll
a
say that the
calculator.
horses have come just because we didn't think about it beforehand, and
Yeah.
we would have thought of something
At
else.
this point, it's a bad time to mention it.
So,
Yeah. So
how
the
many
horses have come with the
has-
carriage. So you guys could have your carriage with you, or it could be back at the Blushing Mermaid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many
It's only
has
got 400 gold, though.
2.7k on him?
You have what?
2.7k.
Yeah.
What the hell?
I mean, assuming that I have on me the gold from the pirate ship.
I can't even carry 2.7k on me. My back would break.
Harmonel
Yeah,
has
but
14
most of
strength.
it is
You
on platinum
have
coins.
10. So
Most of it is on platinum coins, so that's like. It's
Oh,
not-
yeah.
it's-
Where you get all this platinum from, boy? Is this supposed to be in my treasury?
It was from the treasury when we looted it. When we liberated Nightstone.
you gave him that as his share, and he's kept the platinum on him, which gives him like a large buying power of gold compared to its actual.
Bastard.
Because he's got 120 platinum on him, according to this.
I mean,
sheet.
I could hold myself on top of everything I'm already carrying, which includes plate armor. I could carry like 8 grand in just gold coins
So
if I
if you
wanted to.
guys have got another 1.3 with you, you could do the down payment on the scrolls.
I got 400 in the carriage and like 150 on a person.
I have 0.
You fucking piece of shit.
Somebody doesn't let me access my
50s
money.
don't have 5,000
I've-
gold.
I feel like Britney Spears right now.
Yeah.
Wait, if how much would he pay for the scroll of guiding bolt that no one can use?
That's true.
How much would he pay for that?
You pull the scroll out, and he looks it up and down, and he says, first level, no material costs, 150 gold.
Not bad at all. For a first level spell. Let's add it in the mix.
How much would he pay for an ornate Rashemi mask? I still have my Rashemi mask.
Lovely mask, sir, but we don't deal in artifacts. Unless
Also,
they're
we have some other stuff. we have like 2
We
mystery
dealing
breastplates in
scrolls and
there.
explicitly magical artifacts, sir.
How much? Like we have 2 mystery breastplates plus 1 dagger.
Sir, those are not magical.
What about a ring of the Shadar Kai? I'm willing to give up my ring for Harmonil's quest.
You're attuned.
Really?
to it.
Mm.
There we go.
Wait, but
I-
wait. We also still have some jewels and rings worth 1300.
But before you guys start treating this like a goddamn bartering place, let's try to do some sensible things. How much money do we have between us? First of all, like hard holding. Someone take notes. I have 390 in the carriage
390.
and 150 on a person.
Okay. So you have 560?
Sure.
I have 903 gold on me.
Goodness gracious.
That's 1463 plus 2700. Okay, so that's enough.
Okay.
Wait, I think I did my math wrong. Give me a second. I need to recalculate it.
One thing that could also be done that I think makes sense is I have like 1,600 deposited at Daggerford Credit, and I think it makes sense to see if I can write him a promissory note that he
Do you
can
have those Sword Coast Trader Bank promissory notes?
I do.
Oh my god.
Is this the time?
Yeah, I mean,
Wait,
so can I just like write on them like basically a promissory note, like
Yeah, that's
that?
what they're for.
But like,
These
does it
are
have
like
to-
internal Sword Coast Trader Bank promissory notes.
So can I withdraw from anyone's account then?
This is
Or,
like Sword Coast Trader Bank money, yeah.
so I could draw off of their own.
It's potentially
off of the bank's
fraudulent. Yeah, I mean, it's 100% fraud, right?
Yeah.
At some point, they're going to try and cash this, and they're going to be like, no, like these are stolen. But
Hmm.
it's like, but these are like, this is like good shit. Like this is like, Sword Coast Trader Bank is incredibly reputable. These are good checks. Well, they were good checks, but their checks are good checks. And
I
this
think
is
this is
like,
it.
these are not private checks. These are like the
Wait.
bank's checks.
We also forgot something else. We also had from Thornhold some jewels and rings worth 1,300 GP and 262 gold, 600 silver, and 600 copper. We have those as well. And I don't think we counted them in.
I mean, I think that there's value in us saying we can't afford this right now. We'll need to go examine our funds, and then we have Varys go in with a disguise later, and take a promissory note and get the things, and then he's wearing a disguise, so no one's the wiser.
Do we not have also in our inventory? It says we have 2 mithril breastplates. Thane
Yeah.
switched to
Magical.
studded leather. Isn't it mithril? Isn't that not magical?
No, it's just a metal. It's an ore.
But we also have like 1,300 worth of jewels and rings and then some other money as well.
I mean, you guys have
So-
the money for it. It's just the question.
Yeah,
of,
we
do you
have
wanna
the
do
money for
do
it,
you want
that's
to do
not the issue.
disguises, or do you want to do promissory note and disguise rather, or do you want to pay straight cash? Honestly,
I wave my hand in front of him and say, "Credits will do fine."
and he says, "It's what? Yeah,
No, they won't.
No, they won't." But was it your
No,
public credits or
we're
is it
gonna
just
use our
credits?
we should probably actually pay. We
Yeah,
can
let's
like
do it honorably.
if we go through like Luskin or something like that. We can use our promissory notes there to just shortchange
Yeah, but-
everyone.
But in Luskin, would they take those?
Mm.
If there's a Sword Coast
Probably.
Trader Bank, you're probably
So-
going to be
So
good
do we
anywhere.
know-
You're probably going to be good anywhere in the Lord's Alliance, at least with those.
For sure.
And then you go down to Kalimport, and it depends on the place. You go down to Alm, it depends on the place. You go up to Luskin, it's like maybe.
Yeah, but we can go to places where we don't where we don't like people and don't intend to come
Yeah,
back
you
very
pass
often
through
anyway.
like Tribor. You write bad checks all day. Nobody, you're never gonna go back to there. You know.
Well, we do have to go back.
You actually do, yeah. You actually do have to go back to Tribor.
So-
Pay for the boar babies with that.
So who is taking what now out of his inventory to pay for that?
Well, hold on. So he said that he has to requisition them, right? So like
You
They're
we
not
need to wait
here
a week for them.
They're not here right now. You need to pay
Okay.
half now, and then you'll get half in a week when they've got the scrolls.
I'm just thinking of like if there's a way that we can steal them somehow. I think
I mean, Hamdil knows that there are glyphs of warding there, so it's good.
Yeah, there's Glyphs of Warding. This is one of the most famous magical shops in the entire world. This
Also,
place
we
probably
can-
attracts thieves like no other.
And probably has a lot of magic traps.
And like in a month, we're going to be inducted into the
Less
Lord's
than a
Alliance.
month, you guys are
We
going to
shouldn't-
become members of the Lord's Alliance.
Like, let's not.
And you're planning a
let's not-
fucking heist to pay for something you can actually afford.
Yeah, that's
hold
dumb.
on. I mean, it could also just be me. I could go to jail, and you guys could be fine. I
Oh,
take
there we
the
go.
risk.
That's perfect.
Yeah, you can, if you,
It's like actually Grant was acting alone.
and then we say new phone, who disdain.
We have sentence.
Anyway,
I
I'm
mean,
just saying.
if you want to go to jail, sure.
It seems like a lot of gold for. So, what's the utility from
So resurrection,
I guess-
resurrection itself
yeah.
costs 1,000 gold
resurrecting
just
Van-
to
Van-
cast regardless. So you're basically you're getting a scroll for 4,000 plus 1,000 material costs. So that's not bad, right? That's a high level scroll. You're getting that for pretty cheap. Plane shift is 250 material costs. That's a really high level scroll, and there's a lot of utility there. That's gonna let Thane, or not Thane, it's gonna let Harmonel get to the abyss, or probably more accurately, it's gonna let him get out of the abyss
Because
after
we give the soul
Remade
to
brings
Thin
him to the abyss.
Okay.
Because the plan is to give the soul to the Thin Man instead of the first of Remai that was originally promised.
Yeah.
Then
So because they
if
basically
Remai figures
yeah,
out that we didn't give the soul to him, it's very likely that he's just going to not close the portal and basically let us die.
They promised the reward to two people. One of them is the person who's getting them there in the first place and is, thinks he's going to bring them back. So they don't want him to bring them back because then they'd have to give him the soul. So they're going to have to get out another way, hence the scroll.
Or he's going to figure out that we didn't give the soul to him. He's just
Yeah.
going to lock the portal and let us die in the abyss.
Yep.
So that's
Right.
what plane shift is for. That we have backups to get
Alright.
out of there if needed.
So 5,000 then?
Yeah. So who is taking out what of his inventory?
I mean, I'll take the 390 out of the carriage for sure. I think that's basically communal funds anyway.
Yeah, I think that's and also the gold from the pirate ship. It's also like party booty.
Okay, so add those together, 390, and then whatever you have from the ship.
873. So that's 63 from pirate ship plus carriage. Then we have 1,300 worth of jewels and rings from Thornhold still. We can add those as well. These are also like party loot. Jewels, rings. So that's basically halfway there. Then another 262 gold from Thornhold. Puts us at 2,825.
And my axe.
Close enough. That,
So we're using all of my family's money essentially.
it's not your family's money. It's how was that guy called?
Margaster, yeah.
Margaster? It's their
From
money.
their labor.
Yeah,
the
his
money they're
family's
making from the
labor,
slaves.
though.
So that's what I'm saying. So we're using the money from the people that enslaved my family
For good
to
purposes.
purchase. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
Oh,
you-
for
I mean,
better
look, I
purposes.
mean, like, if you don't spend the blood money, no good comes of the blood.
Exactly. So Hamnil can add his 120 platinum. So now we're missing 975.
175?
975 is what we're missing right now.
975. Jesus Christ.
Weren't there like a bunch of bars of like gold or something that was also
It's
included?
in the treasure room. I didn't plan on bringing a goddamn dragon's horde with us.
You should have brought Anrak Harak's money.
Yeah.
Can't believe nobody stole one of the
Oh,
fist-sized
wait,
gems.
there is another 150 from the scroll of guiding bolt. So let's add that as well.
Okay.
Yeah, get rid of that shit.
So now we are missing 825.
I got
The
nothing.
soul of guiding
for
bull is going out
family,
then?
1,800 includes 20. So you should have another 600 on you. We're on the brothers actually with your gold for family fund.
Yeah, I have another 600 here.
Just make sure you take
Oh,
that
you-
part off
you-
the
you
sheet.
got it.
So yeah, so and I add another 600. So that
You're like
puts us-
counting pennies out onto the fucking counter.
Yeah, basically.
I mean, to be fair, this is a shit ton of gold in this world.
Oh yeah, yeah. This
Yeah.
is like the guy doesn't even seem phased by it.
So now we need 225.
125?
225.
225. Okay, I'll give you 125.
Oh, come on.
Well, I've got 154, and then there's only 100 left that needs to be gathered up. Because I just want to get a round number.
So that's
I'm gonna try to haggle with him once we're 100 short, and
now we have 100 short.
Yeah, I got the remaining 100.
All right.
Okay.
sure. Oh, all right. Nobody wants to haggle.
Do you want to get that back later? The 100.
I mean, I don't feel like I was a little bit, when we're using the treasure from Thornhold, I was a little miffed.
Thane, we'll give you like 2 gold bars when we get back to
Yeah,
Nightstone.
no.
How's that sound?
No, the thing is, like, it's all pocket change anyway. Like, it's all, it's all like communal.
Yeah.
stuff, so-
Also, we're not going to give you 2 gold bars. This is why he's not allowed to do money stuff. 2 gold bars is an incredible amount of money.
I think it's about what he the.
I think
the
each
same as
gold bar is
blood money.
250 GP.
Yeah, and isn't the blood money that we just gave up like 1,000?
He
No,
said he was gonna give 100.
1,300 from the jewels and rings alone.
So
That's
Gulligan
that-
has
Okay.
Gulligan has filled out this receipt for you guys.
I thought you only gave 100
There's
at the
2
very end.
receipts. Is who's signing them?
Hamnil, I guess.
Harmono. Okay.
Not signing them.
All right. So you've got 2 very high quality paper, thick,
Yeah.
almost cardstock like. And yeah, you have 2 receipts for the teleportation scroll and for the plane shift scroll.
You don't what teleportation resurrection you mean?
Resurrection, yeah.
Okay, let's remove
He's
all
like, oh
that
shit,
stuff.
and he scratches it out and writes something new in.
Okay. Nice.
To be
So-
fair, Thane,
you go up there and you cast the scroll and Bandag's body disappears.
Yeah. Sees.
we're trying to use this to resurrect the proto Thane,
Oh, okay.
Good.
Okay.
And we need to still give
and
them
then
the +1
replace you in the
attacks.
party.
So Vera is going to ask Thane, like, very, very clearly and explicitly, though, if he is going to want repayment for his contribution just now, or if the fact that that his payment was pulled from his liberated ancestral home, if he'll call it square.
Well, had you not met me, there would have been nothing to liberate. However,
Well, no, there would have been nothing liberated.
yeah,
Fair enough.
nothing to liberate and/or nothing liberated.
The
Well, no,
disembodied
nothing
voice
to
in the
liberate
sky
means that
says to us,
Vera set up the whole thing. The slaves. That's the implication being that she's behind the Margasters, which, listen, she's clever, but she's not that clever.
Yeah. So I mean, it's 100 gold. It's not like it's a big deal, but yeah, I'd like it back.
You would like it back, okay? Okay.
Yeah.
And Hamnil will thank you for your contribution for the funds for the plane shift.
Yeah.
And I will make sure they will not go in vain.
Good. Good.
and I'm assuming that he'll get an adequate share of the loot once we've killed this demon fuck.
Of course.
Yeah, you guys are gonna split the soul 8 ways.
Yeah.
All right. So nice. So yeah, I guess you guys leave the Sork Sundries.
Unless anyone else wants to do something. I don't know.
9 a.m. Is there anything else that needs to be done before the ceremony?
Maybe
for
I
side
can,
quests.
maybe I can write a promissory note for 100 GP for Thane.
Oh, there you go.
Or considering the conversation happened in front of them,
Yeah.
maybe we could save the promissory notes for some swindlers of questionable morals.
Actually, honestly, I could just give you a couple of these promissory notes as like that you can use at your discretion when you think
I'd
it's
rather-
safe. That's
Thane
worth
would
way
rather
more.
have, Thane
Yeah.
would rather have the cash.
You don't have hard cash. I mean, this is hard cash. It's just cash that might come back to bite you in the ass later.
Because it was acquired from dubious means.
Yeah.
I mean, we were paying like Remite. There's like some funds that you could like turn the gold bars we stole into hard cash.
The utility of the promissory notes is like purely in terms of ability to deceive.
Well, they're like, I mean, it's like, I think people would buy them. It's just like, it's just that it's like 100% chance that they bounce, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, you can definitely use them. You just need to be bouncing as well. Like, it needs to be like you're going through somewhere, and you're gonna get some gear, and then move along in the knowledge that you're not going back there because they're going to fucking hate you forever.
Well, so that's my point. Is like, why would I do that when I could just?
Well, because you can use them for a lot more than 100 GP is the thing. You could use it for, you know,
Well,
like
yeah, of course.
5,000.
But I mean, presumably I'm going to be with you guys. So like, if I walk into a shop in Baldur's Gate, I'm like, hey,
Well,
give me your
You're not doing it in Baldur's Gate, right? Is the point?
Yeah.
You're doing it in a city that you're not going to come back to.
Yeah.
For a while, or if ever. Which
Like,
might be
what-
Baldur's
what-
Gate, but you do it later in Baldur's Gate before you leave.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But I mean, there's no reason. I mean, well,
It's just that you could bet, yeah, like I mean, there's infinite more utility in, an unlimited check than there is in $100.
Yeah.
well, but if you guys have not done this to date, then I'm going
No.
to assume that.
We've not done it to date mainly because we've been like bouncing around the same 6 haunts. Like,
Yeah, like you don't want to
I'm
spend
not
it in
in the-
Waterdeep and then go back to Waterdeep and everybody's like, oh yeah, you're the guy that
And-
bounced a check, you're wanted, and you owe us
and
$100,000.
to put not too fine a point on it, using them directly ties us to something that we've been saying we didn't do. Whereas you very clearly didn't do it. You weren't even there. No one thinks you did it. So if you have one of these notes, they're not gonna be like, oh, Thane burned down the bank. But they'll be like, so you guys did burn down the bank, did you? Like,
Yeah, that's another thing is that like, yeah, those are tied to a bank burning and like a 24 murders. So it's
Yeah.
like.
Dane, you missed season 1, dude. You were
Nah.
a late season edition.
So it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
so you spend this and it's like the fucking Waterdeep Strangler just appeared in fucking Tribor.
yeah, that's why we've not been using them, because as long as we're like within 100 miles of Waterdeep, it's like, I'm sorry, what was used? Like, yeah, one of these problems right now. It's like, oh, okay, we're sending the fucking marshals down
the
there.
FBI shows up, in
Yeah.
seconds. The Griffin Guard.
Mm.
Things,
I
Things
don't
like-
know what happened.
things like, I don't know about no banks, but I ain't in the business of burning bridges.
Oh,
And,
shit. Write that down,
and
write that down.
In any case, it's okay. I'll give you.
And
100
that's why
GP
Thane
later.
is a fan favorite, despite being a later season edition.
Fans. Fans will eat what I tell them to eat.
One-liners like that.
Yeah, love Dane. Alright, so, what do we do with the last 30 minutes? Scott, what do you want to do before the ceremony?
Wait for the side quest to pop up perhaps in the meantime.
There's not gonna be a side quest that pops up in the meantime, I'm afraid.
well, what?
Wait, can we read on like notice boards if there's like something we could do
Is there what?
Well, can we?
on notice boards around the city?
No.
Well, so, like, can we kind of explore like maybe like the environs of the city, kind of like around the outside?
I say we start looking for bad people to kill.
The outside of what?
Well, the outside of the city. I mean, I'm just curious as to what is outside of. So there's the outer city. Okay.
Maybe there's like a little like.
Is there a
Temple
job
of
board
Shrine?
posted anywhere?
No.
See if there's a shrine on top of the mountain. Go for a hike.
So as Harpers, would we know if there's a Harper Depot here anywhere?
A depot?
I mean-
Is this Harper Depot? Are you picking up Harpers?
Uh,
A drop house of
you
some
can give
variety.
me a history check.
Mhm.
Can I cast guidance on him while he attempts a history
No,
check?
that you can't do it on like fucking. Dude, it's on like intentional things. I hate you so much.
Car's like, please, Dad.
This is fucking.
16.
This is Kilo and like his fucking help action all over again.
I just want to help people.
I just want
Okay,
to fucking help people, man. God, I don't ever get to help anybody.
I cast Vicious Mockery on Vara. I laugh at her for her inability to help. She has to roll or take 3d4 damage.
Oh, nice.
You have to roll your attack first, right?
No, I'm joking. First of all, that's not how Vicious Mockery works, but also I'm joking. I wouldn't do that to you.
Yeah. You fail
I'm
vicious
viciously
mockery.
mocking you, but I'm
You
not
fail
viciously.
vicious mockery by explaining yourself.
Yeah, Thane, you
Amateur.
heard that. Whoa! You've heard tell of the Harper's base in Baldur's Gate being the Cup of Coins, which is a bar.
Oh, dude, we're doing a fucking pub crawl all week. That's what we're doing.
Yep. You guys want to go check that out?
I mean, they might have work for us. We can make some money while we wait.
Let's kill some rats in the basement. Yeah, but yeah, let's go there. Why not?
Yeah.
Because we'll have to pay another 5,000 to that guy.
What is the name of this place?
The Cup of Coins.
It's somehow auspicious.
It is. I like cups. Well, is it half full or half empty of coins?
Well, but it's just a cup of coins. So I mean, presumably there are coins, which of which we have few after our recent purchase.
Oh yeah. I mean, do you think you're getting coins when you go there? They're just like, hey, here, welcome with a cup of coins. Here's $5.
That's why I said auspicious. It's indicative of perhaps
Auspice.
future coins.
Of auspices.
Yes.
All right. So the cup of coins is up in the wide, which is in the upper city near the marketplace. How the fuck do you?
So I ask old Harmy Arm if he still has no interest in joining the Harpers.
Thank you, but I have to decline.
I mean, the first 3 letters of their name are the same as yours. I think that
Is
alone,
that
Harper
true?
Harmonell.
Is
Harper
that
Harmonell?
true?
No, I think it's better if I don't join.
Harpinell?
What the fuck?
Hey, that's a dog right there.
Yeah,
That's cute.
I mean, the next dog token has to be Buddy. Just like you made the dog token with my dog, you need to make one with Buddy as well.
Oh,
You should.
think about it. All right, so you get to the Harper's place, and it's just like a
My girlfriend says she loves your dog.
Oh, thank you. It's just like a
He is the best.
nondescript looking tavern, suspiciously nondescript perhaps. It's got a sign out front that's got a cup with coins in it, half empty, looks like. And there's a sign on the door that says "Closed for renovations."
Is it like boarded up or?
I don't know. Give me a perception or investigation, whichever one feels more comfortable to you.
You said perception or what?
Investigation, whichever one feels more comfortable to you.
I'm proficient in investigation, so 17.
Yeah, it's What was your question?
Is it boarded up? So like, presumably we can see it. So
Not on the outside, but you get up close and you inspect it, and you look at the lock, and you see that it's got a weird looking lock.
Wasn't there a password we learned for
Yeah, but in this
the other
case,
Harper?
yeah, but this one, Thane, you go up to look and something immediately catches your eye, which is the handle, the door handle, the lock, where there normally would be a keyhole. There's like something that you'd insert, like an imprint.
7 years old.
And you think that it would be perfect for your Harper pen to go in
No,
there.
that's what I was gonna say. I'm gonna take off the Harper pen and like place it into
Yellow Lab.
the slot.
I just gotta say, I like that. You're like, oh, there's a hole here. It fits in there.
Yep. Yeah, so it fits in perfectly, and you hear it click, and the door springs open like a foot.
Oh. Da-da-da-da.
Nice.
I proceed
So-
to mime knocking where the door previously was closed.
You go inside, and unfortunately, there is not anybody inside. But there's like a fully stocked bar. You see a bunch of like normal, boring-looking weapons in a rack along the wall. Like definitely somebody's like base of operations.
Does it look like anybody's been here recently, or is it like super dusty?
People, it's not dusty. No, people have definitely been here within the past day or two. But nobody's here. But nobody's
Okay.
like actively here. People probably
Can-
stop in here on their missions or after their missions. You know, maybe pick up a dead drop somewhere.
Can I look around and see if there are any like, I don't know, fucking trapdoors or like any other ports of entry, as it were? See if
Alright,
there's
yeah,
anything like
give me another investigation. Ports of entry.
Okay.
Just gonna look for some.
I could only find the Skyrim wait button in, I assume that's German or something.
What does it say?
Oh no. Oh no, that's just in I thought I put in Skyrim wait button and that's what came up. That's not even what that was.
Wrecked.
Gay.
You need to press T.
Yeah,
The
I was trying to
application
pull up
did
a
not-
GIF of it because we're waiting.
Okay.
Oh, nat 20.
Oh shit.
Let's go.
I am proud of you, Thane. I say you didn't even need my guidance. You were just it was in you all along.
Wait.
Yeah.
I'm
So
gonna-
the what?
I was just gonna say I'm gonna post myself up at the table, kind of kick my feet up, and chill.
Yeah. So you go you start like just kicking around on the floor looking for fucking trapdoors, and it's all, you. I feel like you probably do this often, Thane. You know. You're just like, God, I hope there's a trapdoor here. And fortunately, this time it actually does work out. You do find a trapdoor that leads down to a cellar that is well stocked with food, and it's got like a very narrow, almost you gotta like turn a little sideways to fit through it, tunnel that leads off.
Oh shit. So I guess all of us go down
Yes.
and
Thane can lead.
yeah, so we all go down and we search, I guess, among the provisions. So like how many, what do we find in terms of food down there?
It's probably like a month's worth of rations.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
All right, well,
They
I'm going
keep
to take
this-
back my
these people keep this place pretty well stocked.
So, I mean, I'm assuming that it's for the consumption of
It's
of
for
Harper's.
taking if you need it, but do you need it?
Well, I
Oh,
gave
thanks.
5 days worth of rations to homeless people earlier, so I'm
There you
gonna take back my 5. Should we take any additional days of rations?
So just so you know, in the boat is 210 rations.
So no is the answer. Okay.
I think
Yeah.
so. I mean,
Like if anything
we're at the
leaves
point
some
where I think
behind.
we could open a business as like a ration wholesaler, but
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to do that.
It's like you could, but do we want it to go in that direction? You know?
Yeah. I mean, I was fine. That's like spending a lot of time, catching geese to make eggs and potentially new geese. That's fun. But yeah. I don't want to be a ration wholesaler.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
Okay,
man.
and what do we notice about this path?
It looks like it's
that
been
you-
made by roughly, you know.
Oh my god, more
It's like
dog
a
pics.
late addition, you know.
Do they does it resemble a poo chute?
No,
Is
it
this,
resembles like an escape tunnel.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask Vera and the brothers Fenderwell and Veras if we should try to check this tunnel out.
Oh, sure, why not? I mean, we don't have anything better to do.
All right, we're gonna
Secret tunnel.
sneak through the tunnel.
All right. So the tunnel leads about like 200 feet, and eventually you pop up. You reach like the end of the shaft, and there's a ladder, and with another trap door. And it takes a lot of effort to lift it up, and eventually you do, and you find yourself on the other side of the wall here, in a big old pile of trash.
Mm.
Oh shit!
Oh shit.
I thought the tunnel would be more exciting.
Well, you mean so we're technically in the upper city now, right?
You're in the lower city now. That was the upper city.
Oh, cool.
Ah, okay. Okay. That's actually very helpful. We have a path between.
I mean, it's a nice way. It's a nice escape tunnel. You cut a good, bit off your time, because otherwise you have to go through up here, or down here. So if you're a Harper and you need to escape, that gets you to the docks real quick.
Okay.
Hmm.
So okay, yeah.
There's not a lot of Harpers. The chance of running into a Harper is pretty low. Like at a safe house at any given time,
Yay.
Yeah. I mean, there's less than
I-
less than like 100 of them in the entire like Faerun.
I ring of sending Jaheira. What up, girl?
Yo, what up? You want to meet up, yo? She's like, I'm
Except
frozen
you-
in time again until the next Baldur's Gate game.
Yeah, new phone. Who this?
She's like, I got trapped in another time wormhole. Whatever the fuck they made up. Actually, no,
No,
she
but
was she
She's
just
just
got
a-
old. Minsk
Yeah,
Minsk
but
got
Zahira's
like
a half elf.
frozen or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Minsk
turned
was
into a
frozen.
statue.
Yeah,
But Zahira's a
Conveniently
half elf,
until
so
the
it's
next
fine.
game.
yeah. Volo got like stuck in like ice or something.
But there is no Drizzt in Baldur's Gate 3, sadly.
Fuck no, Drizzt is so stupid. I fucking can't stand that character.
Do we want to just go back in and raid the entirety of the Harper place for?
Why should we raid it? There's no need for that.
I mean, why should?
So what is this area in the middle of the upper city right there? Like that we just went
Yeah,
under,
that is
effectively?
called the Wide, and it is basically a huge open air marketplace and plaza where people there's a lot of people on soapboxes shouting about politics. There's a lot of market stalls, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Marketplace / public forum kind of thing.
Can I roll a history to see if there's any sort of, jobs of dangerous adventure sorts that I might be familiar with that we can undertake here?
No.
Who could we possibly run into here?
Run into a wizard who teleports you forward 21 days.
We could also just go. We could go door to door and be like, "Hey, do you have any quests?"
Can I
Yeah,
kill some
we're like,
rats?
yeah, let's run around and look for people with exclamation mark
Kill
on top of
some
their
rats
heads.
in your basement.
I mean, we can look for
Have you-
Rose Mayfleet, see what she's up to.
We could also go door to door and be like, "Have you heard of our Lord and Savior Ilmater?"
No,
I do love-
that's
I do so love Ilmater,
I mean,
I've become a
Alaric,
big Ilmater guy over here.
Yeah.
Alaric is the guy who would say, "Do you want to talk about our Lord and Savior like a Jehovah's Witness?"
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of his entire MO. He went to the kobolds and this is before you were around, Steve, and he was like, "Hey, have you guys heard about Ilmater? You want to join my church?" And they were like, "No, we support Enrak Harek, Devourer of Worlds." And I was like, they're like, "Is he a giant dragon with giant teeth?" And Alaric was just like, "Yes. Yes, he is."
And now he's Ilmater, Devourer of Worlds.
No, Drew. He's Ilmater, Devourer of Worlds.
Devourer of Worlds!
Yeah, that happened. That was a good old
Very
time.
nice. Very nice.
So- Thane has been strongly desiring. And this is bad, but he's been wanting to kind of like his newfound dexterity proficiency is making him want to
You want to find a side quest.
He wants to find a quest to battle.
I mean, you know where the
He wants to
you
battle.
know where the orc fort is.
I say we go to the Orc Fort.
We
Fuck
don't
it.
have time.
Yeah, we don't have time.
Unless we pay a wizard to teleport us there.
It's also kind of messed up to go there just to kill them.
Well, we're not going. I would not want to do that, but I do want to like do some stealth recon shit.
I mean, we can go and fight, we can go to the lower city, like, and find some muggers and beat the shit out of them.
Yeah, we can. What can I roll history to find out what the shittiest area of Baldur's Gate is with the most
Okay, but-
crime?
Yeah.
To be clear, that's not what I want. I don't want to go beat up like.
Well, too late. I'm already rolling for the shittiest area
We
of
got the
Baldur's
shitty
Gate.
areas of the scene, like, see if people are going to try to mug us.
You see what you did, Steven? This is what I've been doing for the last 2
Dirty
years.
20. Dirty
I'm
20.
like, I want to do some fun like stealth stuff, and they're like, beat up poor people. Yes.
Yeah.
The most
I want to,
rowdy,
like- I want
dangerous
to do, like-
place in Baldur's Gate, particularly for somebody like you, would be Little Kalimshan.
Little Calypshan.
Little Kalimshan.
Yes,
Do-
it is
Right.
a.
Would I know
it is
they
a,
have
it is a
slaves?
walled enclave in the outer city that's cut off of the map here, up top here, where everybody from Kalimport basically lives, and they hate outsiders very much.
Now, Thane, I know you can control animals. Would you mind infiltrating Little Kalimshan to see if?
Slaves.
And I kind of raise my eyebrows at him. I kind of tilt my head like, Investigate Little
Thane-
Kalimshan.
I mean, we absolutely could. The thing that Thane is at heart opposed to further oppression of the poor. Like, do we know if Little Kalimshan is primarily poor folk?
Yeah, mostly poor people, and it's got a lot of guild activity, which is gang.
So
The guild.
Thane is going to
Baldur's
ask
Gate gang.
Varys whether the best use of our time is really to harass the poor folk.
Well, no, I'm trying to be a white savior for the proto-Arabs of this world.
Okay.
The
Well, I mean, that's-
proto-Arabs or quasi-Arabs?
Quasi-Arab.
They're
That's
also
just
like
better.
Ottomans as well, with the pashas and everything.
hey, we go check it out and see what happens. However,
Yeah.
Thane is averse to stealing from said folks.
I'm about the
Um,
culture. Oh, we're not stealing from them. We're just gonna. We're gonna free the slaves. Okay, there's definitely
I'm
slaves
looking
being kept
to-
there.
I'm looking to steal from bad people and make us some money.
So you're trying to do a Robin Hood.
Something like that, yeah.
I mean, you wanted to rob the wizard, so
Well, so the thing is, like, either
Actually,
some
I've got
useful
something for this,
some
actually.
useful stealthy recon, or find a bad rich guy and rob it.
Would we roll? Could he roll history to find out if he knows about any bad rich guys here?
I mean, just look. Does he know about any rich guys? It's not like any of them are good guys.
Whoa.
All right. So, do you know any bad rich guys here?
Or how about this? Any like nobles of notoriety that
Nobles of notoriety.
I'm dying at that.
Right?
I mean, I want to fight. Of course, I want to hit things.
You want to assassinate a noble? 20 days before joining the Lord's Alliance?
Seriously, I'm just like, you guys are gonna get persona non grata in this place.
You guys you're like, let's go like tear up the immigrant district. Let's go
Yeah,
assassinate a minor noble. Let's go
Let's
frame
start a race
somebody for
riot.
pedophilia. Let's go burn down the lower district. Let's go.
I changed. I changed my face and I put on a monocle and a top hat. It's fine. They won't know a thing.
Let's go pass bad checks around Sorceress Sundries. Like, guys.
I put on my robe and my wizard hat. It's fine.
That's a
am
good
the
disguise
wizard.
these days, actually. It's not a bad disguise. Look, nobody's mad at you because of the disguise. They're mad because the idea is bad.
All right, so can I roll history to see if we know where Gortash is at, and whether or not he's got lots of money?
Gortash is in hell right now. Canonically,
Who
I
is he
think, isn't
looking
he?
for?
I don't remember.
I mean, who is he
mean-
looking for?
You can go to
No,
Kalimport.
that
You can
was
go to
a-
Little Kalimport if you want. I hope you get jumped or something, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, you know, you could go past bad checks. You could,
Would it be
you could-
brown face? Would it be brown face if I made myself look like a Calamite or a
Calishite.
Calishite, so that nobody jumps us? Would that be? Would that be racist, or would that just be me being
Of course
practical?
it's racist. It's just who is it racist against?
So aren't you Calamite though?
Calamite.
No, I am a half elf. Calishites are humans.
He was taken as a slave by them.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Did you insist on being a quote unquote white slave so that people would feel bad for you?
Well, I was an elf, so the main
elf.
thing was
Half elf.
half elf. Yeah, so I dealt with racism there due to the novelty of being a half elf in an almost entirely human Arab slavery society.
Alright, so as you guys are walking down the streets, a little girl runs up to you and asks if she can have a little bit of money.
Thane's gonna give her a silver.
I tell her I would give her money, but my mom doesn't let me carry my own money.
Ooh. Thane, you feel your money pouch be stolen,
You got mugged.
and the little girl takes off down the road.
Oh shit! Can we chase the little girl?
Oh yeah, that's what the map's for. Hold on, I gotta look how old this map is.
Holy shit!
Holy shit. When was that meant to be?
Just any town.
Like, sometimes at some point we'll get mugged on the street, basically.
Whoa.
Oh.
A big
No,
pig.
let's see, 35, 45, 55.
So I guess we have to roll initiative.
50.
Yeah. Shut up, Greg. Yeah, roll initiative. Gonna kill this fucking little girl.
No, as she takes off, I'm gonna make clear to everyone that no harm comes to her.
All right.
I mean, I wasn't planning on killing a little kid,
I
but
was
you know,
gonna kill the kid.
I was gonna give her a cloak to keep her warm in this cold weather, and now it's time to kill her.
Thane's just thinking she probably needs it more than I do. Fuck it, whatever.
He needs your 900 gold more than you do?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's your entire fortune, basically. Oh, yeah.
Thane, that's the money.
It's funny.
That's the
It's
blood
funny
money.
because there's you can get robbed in CK3 when you're on a tour for it's 90% of whatever money you have at that time as a faction. So it can be 10,000 gold by a little girl. And one of the options literally is she probably needs it more than me, and you just don't do anything. And there's no other benefit to picking that. You don't even get 10 piety, all right, so
I'm gonna use advantage and roll again,
oh my god,
just in case.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't.
Yavos has a 19, so he goes first.
Oh, I need to roll advantage for little
I
girl.
mean, oh damn.
18. So
Yeah, I was
what's
gonna say
everybody's
19.
initiative?
Yavos 19,
I have 18.
19.
Hamnil 13,
I got 9.
Mahar
I got
6.
8. I should have rolled with advantage.
9 for Varus? No.
8.
9 per kilo. How much for Vaheon?
6.
Okay, so you guys are surprised by this girl's, behavior.
Yavos has a 19, though.
Yeah, but you're surprised. So she
Okay.
gets to go 30 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wait. Are we all surprised? Because I wasn't surprised.
Oh, yeah?
Like,
Oh, is that what's his name? Is that Fane right there?
I get that Thane
Yep.
was surprised. Like, oh, little girl, you want some money? And I'm like, she's gonna rob you.
Is that Fane and a stout halfling from our
Uh-huh.
very first session 0?
Yep.
He's traveled far from that non-canonical.
Yep. All right, so the little girl takes off. Now it is regular initiative. Tiavos.
He's going to use his action to dash, move him 3 spaces up,
Shoot her!
one up to the left. That's
That's 5.
So 2 diagonal up to the right. And 1 up to the left.
How many fucking spaces is this? 1,
8.
2, 3,
We
4,
dashed.
5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And 1 up to the left. There.
Alright. Who else? Who else? Thane and
Who's
Grant.
next?
Okay, so
That is Zephyr
Right,
Strike
so-
to get in close and then stab her.
no, no. So can I?
You got a great charger and knock her down.
Well, no, I don't. I don't want to hurt her. Because I have to do an attack roll for that.
Could he Zephyr Strike and then attempt to grapple her still?
Mhm.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But could I also not just dash and then attempt to grapple her?
No, because dashing is an action.
Okay, dashing is an action and grapple is also an action.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I'm probably gonna want to Zephyr Strike and then try to.
What is Zephyr?
If I do Zephyr Strike, I'm gonna go like above and to the like to the right of. Is it Tiabos or Brahan? I forget which one.
Diablos is up.
Yeah. So there, and then I'm gonna roll what, athletics?
Yep.
Yes.
It will be fine if you're going to grapple a kid.
She's like, I didn't know dwarves could move that fast.
17.
Hold on.
I roll guidance to help him with his.
You're not playing Baldur's Gate 3.
If she's smaller, then does she get advantage?
No.
Why would she get advantage?
Because you have. Okay, it just can't be larger. I knew there's something about size in there. Oh, okay, you grab her by the wrist and she goes, "Rape! Rape!" Okay, it is, now it's her turn, actually.
I'm gonna try to slip out.
Oh, she doesn't get out. She goes, "Help! Help! Help!"
Hey, that's old Thane.
We
Yeah,
said
no,
that
so
already.
Bogies.
Thane's gonna yell to everyone that this girl tried to steal from him.
You
and
let
that
go of it
he's
right
not-
now!
Bogies.
Are they guards or are they bogeys?
They look like, thugs.
thugs.
Yeah, blacks.
So that thug life.
Yeah. This guy's gonna swing a fist at you, Thane.
Ooh.
They're using child. It's kind of
19.
like what's going on in Washington D.C. these days.
Yeah, 19 hit.
What's going on in Washington?
They have a bunch of teenagers like
You take
hijacking
5
people's
damage.
cars.
So they're using child as bait like the
Mhm.
gangs.
Yep.
That's not so nice.
Rude.
Alright, you take 5 damage, and then he's gonna hit you again.
Is this lethal
Oh
or
my
non-lethal
God.
damage?
Well, it's non-lethal. He's punching you. 7 more damage.
But I think you can make unarmed damage lethal as well.
Yeah, it's non-lethal. So that guy hit Thane again for 7. This guy's gonna try and hit Tiabos.
Uh-huh. That's a miss.
Yep, he's swinging wildly.
That's
He
a
missed.
miss.
This guy's got a little dagger, and he's gonna try and stab Tiabos.
Whoa.
Whoa,
Maybe.
Not cool,
Shit is
bro.
escalating
not
so
cool,
quick.
bro. That's a
9.
miss.
He misses.
That's not cool, bruv.
You can't do that, mate. Alright,
Ooh, an orc.
you thought he was gonna be the bandit, didn't you? You racist. Alright, it is, Harmonel's turn.
How many he's going to use the dash action? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up to the left. Then up to the left again, 7. And then one more up, 8.
8, 9.
So he can go the right. Can you move the guy next to him in a great position? Captain of Hailstorm, what was that?
That's just the token's name. Whatever their
okay.
default token is. Whatever character that is, that's what they're called there. I haven't given them any of them names.
Okay, let me see if I have any cool bonus actions I can do. Can I try to intimidate them to fuck off?
No.
That's sad. So I will just stay there and just throw away weapons as well if they use the weapons as well. I'm just gonna have the weapons ready.
Vera.
I am going to, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just going to go straight up 6. And I'm going to aim at the guy who tried to stab Tiavos.
Yeah.
That's
So,
the guy
so we're going for lethal violence as well then.
What?
So you're going for lethal violence as well at the guy who tried to stab.
Yeah, he fucking tried to stab him. I'm shooting at him.
Okay, good, nice.
That's a 20
that's
hit?
what I like to hear.
Yep, that's a
What?
hit.
That hits?
Yep.
Nice.
Sneak attack.
Yeah, this dude's getting fucking bolted to the wall.
Yeah.
Are we sure
Sorry,
this
you
is
want to
the
try to
best
rob us?
course of
That's fine. You want to try to stab my boy because your robbery went sideways? No, not happening.
No, sir.
Together. Jesus Christ. Let me reroll one of those. So we got then 24.
He is dead.
He's dead.
Yep.
That's what I'm fucking talking about.
Bap. And
Well,
everybody around screams.
we have
God, no!
As
Well,
the
we've
dude
crossed the-
screams, I
Not
will
him.
take
Everybody
my
else around
second.
him screams.
So, oh yeah, sorry. He was the only one who pulled a weapon, though, right?
Yeah, the other guys have got. Well, this guy in the back looks like he's got a big club.
Yeah, but he was the only one who actually tried to attack with a weapon.
Yes.
So I killed the one guy. I have my second crossbow out, and I won't use it though, but I will make it very clear. And I will say to the crowd, I will say, everyone put your weapons away. Little girl, give back my companion his money, or you will all find out what happens to bandits and vagabonds here in the street.
Roll Timmy.
Give me a Timmy.
Give me a Timmy.
Why couldn't I use intimidation?
Isn't your like minimum intimidation
you're
roll like 23 or
dashed in
something?
there. You're not.
Yeah, I think-
There's no.
Yeah, I think so,
aspect of your
actually, it's
intimidation,
22.
And you already used your action.
Didn't he just
But
use
I
his
risk an
action?
action
He
to
used
attack as
part of
well.
his action. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I get then 22.
One of them seems scared, but the other ones seem like you're not. Like you're just a pussy.
Really? After I just like walk up and kill one of
They
the guys?
used
What
a
about the
knife,
girl
didn't they?
though? How's the girl seem?
She seems like she regrets taking part in this scheme.
Is she gonna drop cast and go?
It's in the hand that Tiavos is wrenching.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
You
yeah,
mean
what's
me?
grappling
Or-
there?
Well, that's
Well,
that's my turn.
He's like grabbing her hand, and it's in the hand.
Hmm.
I mean,
It's
Thane
like,
is the
it's
one
like
who's
stop
grappling there.
resisting, give me your arm. But you've like got his arm.
Yeah,
well,
but
that's
me,
my turn.
right?
I'm
Not
done.
the others.
She'll,
My turn now?
she'll let go of the pouch, and it's your turn. Yeah.
I'm going to charge forward, and I'm going to
Smite the little girl.
I'm going to Misty Step.
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4. Right on top of Fane, actually, like above him. And I'm going to cast Thaumaturgy. I'm going to make my voice boom, and I'm going to say, "Lay down your arms. We do not seek any further violence. If you do not comply, you will feel my blade's wrath."
All right, give me some Timmy.
Nice.
Man,
You know what? I'm going to roll with advantage.
Oh yeah.
Let's see, a crit.
2d20 plus. Oh, I only get plus 4 on deception. Oh, not. Whoops. No, I get plus 8 on intimidation. What am I
It's
doing?
deception because you're gonna kill him anyway.
17.
All right, yeah. The this guy back here just is like, all right, whatever, and he dips out.
I mean, I feel like teleporting behind somebody going, "Nothing personnel, kid." You know, they.
Why did my 22 not get them to bugger off? And his 17 does.
but you had one.
Yours
you
had,
had
his
one.
had it more implied for the violence.
More implied
killed
than I just
someone.
killed one of them.
I mean, yours did work though. You got this guy to scared, and this guy
Okay.
scared.
I'm going to treat this as cumulative. That now they've got 35 intimidation. That's why.
All right.
I think it was a group effort.
It was a good
Yeah.
effort.
It's because otherwise it's stupid.
Also, like, yeah, you have a crossbow, but I just teleported behind them and then just made like the ground shake.
Yeah, but you went behind them and then like talked loudly. I fucking killed one of them.
I'll
That's true.
kill a lot of men. Okay, this guy.
I like
after
that.
seeing
They all come to like rescue the little girl, and they're like all like, "Oh, sorry,
after,
Sue, you're on your
after
own."
seeing that his friends have left, he's gonna get out of there too. Unless you want to make an opportunity attack.
You opportunity attacks. Give him a punch in the face, guys.
Can I make an unarmed opportunity attack?
He
You
wants
can
to
drop your
punch him.
weapons and punch him. Yeah.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna
Chaos
do
can also
that.
do one non-lethal.
Didn't a bunch of them go past Varys as well?
So when it's unarmed, is it the strength modifier to attack?
Does a
Yes.
17 hit?
Okay.
17. Who are you trying to hit?
Tia was trying to hit the guy now above Thane.
Oh, yeah,
with,
17 hits.
With a scimitar non-lethally.
How does one do that?
With the
You
side.
can do every.
Yeah.
So he takes
Okay,
9
I got a
damage.
20. I got a 22.
All right.
What do I
Punch him.
roll for damage?
1d6.
with unarmed?
Or 1d.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
thought-
1d4.
1d4.
We got 1d4.
One
plus
gets
strength.
1d6.
1d4 plus strength. And if I'm proficient in strength, do I add proficiency bonus?
No.
You're not
You're
Proficient
proficient
in
in
strength
strength.
saving throws.
Okay, yeah.
That would be actually cool if you did. You could have like a pugilist character who
Well,
actually
there's
just
a,
goes
there's a
fighting.
there's a feat for that, but it's not being he's not and he's because he's not there's no such thing as being proficient in strength.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
But there's like a tavern brawler feat or whatever it's called that
That's
lets you
fun.
like have
Yeah,
1d6s and whatever.
I almost took it at one point.
Yeah, it's pretty good. All right,
So
yeah,
he
you
took
know
13
he
damage.
gets away unharmed. Well, not unharmed, but he's like fucking crying as he and limping as he gets away. And the wee girl is going, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna tell her to give me my gold back.
She gives it back.
And
I'm gonna
Okay, I'm
ask her. I'm gonna ask her what got her involved with these scumbags like this.
They said I could have half.
Do you think they would have actually given you half?
She just shrugs.
It's like, I'm a little girl. What do you want?
Yeah.
That's
I'm gonna give her a little cloak and be like, look, just stay out of trouble, kid.
She does.
actually-
Is Tiago still holding her?
I mean, Tia was never grappled here.
No, it was me.
Oh, you still holding her rather?
Yeah, I'm gonna give her 3 gold and send her on the way.
Christ.
I'm gonna ask her who the fuck those guys were.
Just guys from the street.
Also,
I'm gonna tell her that surely she can do better than that.
No, I can't. And don't call me Shirley.
She nods and she says she's gonna get a place to stay now.
No, but I mean, we need to know who these people are.
I mean, we have a dead guy that we can loot and see if we can find something.
Yeah, but we have a live child that we can also question.
Yeah, but how many wants to set the dead bandit first?
Make another athletics thing. She's trying to escape from you again.
Okay.
I'm going to
And Tiavos kick
telepathically
him.
tell her.
No.
I'm gonna telepathically, like, in her head, be like, "Stop trying to get out of Thane's grasp. We just
Stop
want to ask you
resisting
questions."
arrest. Yeah, she you fail and she scurries away.
Well, how far did she move?
60,000.
Or whatever.
There's no combat.
Yeah.
I mean, you can chase her if
So-
you want, I guess, but you do have a dead
I-
body.
So, can I set another dead body?
Mm-hmm.
And I will use the second to cast Board Knowledge to give me proficiency on investigation.
Huh?
I cast Board of Knowledge on myself to give me proficiency in investigation.
Can I cast guidance on him as he searches?
No.
Ah!
Why
You
not?
can't do it as somebody's doing something. You have to do it beforehand.
Can I help?
No. Yes.
I'll print out the other pockets.
Yeah, I got the 17. I
No,
guess it's
but
split up
there's
fine.
nothing on the guy. He's dressed in like rags. He's like a homeless guy
He
with a
doesn't even
shiv.
have like some coin or something.
No, he doesn't have any fucking coin. Why do you think he just tried to rob you?
He may have robbed someone before.
He's got a shiv and some rags on him.
Okay. Pff. Piece of shit.
Yeah, you just killed a hobo. Good job.
They're nice.
He tried to stab Chavez. I'm
You
not
can still feel
apologizing.
bad about it. You didn't have to kill him.
I don't feel bad about it. He didn't have to try to stab Chavez.
Yeah. Does Hamilton just going to like roll the
I bet
body
you're
away
bad.
with
I bet you're the kind
with
of
his
person that
leg?
gets mad that Bruce Wayne's parents got murdered.
What? Wait, what? Yeah, I'm mad that they got murdered. Why wouldn't I be?
Yeah, you're anti-hobo.
The
I mean-
dude was getting what he wanted. He didn't have to shoot
Just
him.
give
He's
him the
been-
pearls.
It's
Do I
Fafo.
recognize?
I mean,
Do I recognize this hobo as being
No, you do not.
from the group?
No.
Okay.
I mean, that's a typical situation of Fafo. Find around and fuck out.
Fuck around and find out.
No, it's find around and fuck out. That's what
Yeah.
I have spoken.
Okay. I have spoken. What are you, fucking the dude from Mandalorian?
Yes.
Nick Nolte? Yeah, just so you guys know, like I got like
Yeah.
5 minutes and I'm gonna head
I was
out.
about to end it. So
Well, they're looking
stop
for the
it here.
body. Barrett's going to go look for a guard and like bring him back, basically.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, a flaming fist has already started pushing his way through the crowd that's gathered around
Yeah.
the murder scene.
And I'll explain the
Another scene,
situation.
Come on.
Yeah, I'll explain the situation that we were robbed, or
They tried
yeah,
to mug
tried
us.
to rob us, and that we tried to stop them, and they escalated, and it got ugly. But they've scattered now. We're not sure who
They
were.
have no problem believing you, not only because the witnesses, but also because you're well dressed and this guy's a hobo.
It's really, really nasty commentary on society.
But yeah, it's they put the body on a cart and they apologize for the trouble and they say that they hope that you don't think this is indicative of their fine city.
No, all good. Everyone's got some dickheads.
It's like they tried to assassinate me in Waterdeep like a month ago.
Yeah, dickheads, top to bottom.
All right, cool. Well, we'll end it here then.
Nice.
In Waterdeep, we were arming the hobos,
Yeah.
and now we become the we've become the monster we swore to
In
destroy.
Waterdeep, the hobos were helping us out. They didn't try to stab us.
Yeah, I mean, no one's going to feel sorry about this bastard.
Like,
Thank God.
honestly, if the girl had just taken her gold and then be like, hey, the people here oppress us, please help us, there's a good chance you bitches would have tried to help them. Like,
I mean, the guy tried to stab Tiavos. I mean,
yeah.
Tiavos.
That was kind of a rapid escalation.
Gentle Tiavos.
I mean, that's why I asked